Good morning and welcome to ClusterF. Ready for another jam-packed, amazing, incredible top 10 best podcasts in the country. Sean Raz crappy song of the day coming up in just a little bit. Don't forget to hang tomorrow night. 6 o'clock. Everybody was here at 8 o'clock, and then up until
real quick.
Up until 8 o'clock, and then everybody left.
I was like, "You're not playing nothing. I got a minute to go get."
Nah, I'm gonna quit playing stuff to open the show.
Yeah.
It's just just killing time.
Why not?
Why not kill time?
Why not? Whatever. Either way, I'm fine with.
Yeah, it's just people probably just have to forward past it. That's when we're not ready. Is when I play stuff, and we're never ready.
Yeah,
So
never ready.
today I thought we were ready, and everybody's in here, and then everybody gets their leave as soon as it turned into 8 o'clock. It's 8:03. Yeah, everybody was in here. Both you and Trace were in here. I was like, all right, 8 o'clock, we're all in here, and I start the show, and everybody leaves.
I didn't know.
Is there
I didn't hear the music.
No, I was getting ready to start the show, and everybody had left out, so I waited about a minute, and nobody came back. I went, oh, well, I just started. It's not a big deal.
Is time real?
Because you guys used to be playing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of playing, we're just killing, like that, I'm just killing time if we're not ready. If I'm playing stuff, we're not ready. So I'll probably still be playing stuff. Go ahead.
Is time real? I'm
Is
not,
time real?
because like I'll be getting ready to pick up the kids from school, and it'll be 20 minutes till I gotta leave, and I got nothing to do for 20 minutes. And it just seems like I'm sitting there for an hour. And then, if I go out to my truck 10 minutes early and I'm like, oh, my truck's pretty dirty, I should clean it before I go. I got 10 minutes. And that 10 minutes is just like freaking three. I put two things in a bag. I'm like, it's 10 minutes already? I've barely it just doesn't. How does time make sense like that?
I don't know.
It's all in your head.
Oh, God.
Yeah, time is in your head.
I mean, recess when I was a kid was about 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
If I remember. It was a half hour, but it was the quickest half hour that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Back when I was in a middle school, we had like a 10-minute break at like 10:15. You get a 10-minute break. You go out and have a snack or
It's
just
time for two
just walk
jumping
around.
jacks.
And it's like you go out there and you're like, oh my God, it's almost over. It's so passes so fast. But you got 10 minutes in the doctor's office waiting for him.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
Yeah. Or 10
eternity.
minutes. 10 minutes at a light. Waiting.
1 minute at a light. It's funny.
I time it sometimes because
too.
I'm like, why does it seems so long? It seems like I'm here for 15 minutes. And it'll be like, all right, that was only 60 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you sit at a light for 3 minutes, and you're like, the light's broken, and I'm going to be here for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I have to run it, it's broken.
There's something going on here.
I've definitely thought that before. I thought, I hate not being the first one if this light's broken because I'm
Nobody's
going in the
going.
middle and making people stop after, I don't make a light for a certain amount of time.
I'm big.
But nobody
I mean,
else
I know
would.
it's going to get me one day. It might be today. Who knows? But I'm a big red light runner. Like if it's, I'm going through a lot of lights that are red right when I'm going through. But, I'm also aware of both
yellow?
sides that are going to be going when it does turn green. And I did take a programming class in high school that kind of teaches you how the lights work and how much time you got. And you got a 3-second delay on this before it goes. I'm like, I can make it through before the cars start moving.
Definitely. I always make it through before the cars even think about moving.
Yeah, you have to really run a red light, to T-bone somebody, which people do.
I mean, stop signs are just, I hate them. It's like, there is no reason to not be able to roll through a stop sign as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
I mean, unless it's very, if it's a very busy
But you look at all the idiots out there.
Yeah.
So you have to. Everybody has to
Oh,
obey
yeah.
the rules
Stop,
because there's a bunch of idiots out there
Rules are for
who can't,
stupid people.
just roll right into somebody and T-bone them
Yeah.
because they're idiots.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then I'll have someone I'll be way back here. Stop sign's right here. And I'll be way back here. And I'll be coming up to the stop sign, and somebody stopped at it. And I'm sitting there already going, just go, you fucking idiot. You don't have to wait for me to get to the stop sign to stop for you to go. Why are you fucking sitting there? And they'll wait till I come to a stop, and then they'll go. And it's like, they think that they have to wait. I mean, because it's not like I'm, flying up to it or anything. There's a lot of people that do that. They don't know how to use a stop sign. They'll wait for someone else to get there before they go. It's like, you don't have to wait for me to get here and stop.
It's why autonomous cars, unfortunately, with the society as dumb as we are, is the way to go, because you eliminate all the dumbness and you eliminate a lot of the traffic.
I feel like it also creates dumbness. It's gonna create dumbness.
Oh well, but you look
more
at
dumbness because people won't be paying attention. Just like they did to me. I always feel like with the automated check, your work check into your bank account.
Yeah.
So many people don't. So nobody. It feels like free money that you're not working for it, and it makes people not have a clue what's taken out of their checks.
Yeah.
Nobody
knows the withholding.
The amount. They don't want people looking at that and seeing that every week.
How
much money they're taking out of your check and stuff. And most people don't know.
Yeah.
Most people don't know what they're having taken out for insurance or what they're taking out for everything.
That's true. That's definitely why they did that.
You should look at that. And that makes people not care anymore about how much money they're taking out of your check. They don't want you to be aware of that every week or have to think about it. So you don't have to think about anything. Driving a car like that, you never know where you're at. It's like, I don't know. You just don't care about anything.
You won't know where you are. You won't know any directions, streets, or not. People up here like, well, who needs it? Well, I don't know. Maybe one day you'll be without your phone and go, oh, my God. My phone is dead, and I don't know where I am. I don't know who to call. Oh, no, what do I do?
Help.
I'm seeing more and more robots. Like, everybody was talking about it's going to be in like 5-10 years. But I'm starting to see, online a bunch of robots everywhere.
Doing what?
Yeah,
not actually working in society?
No, they're just, trying to get people used to them right now. But, it's about time for me to get an old school street bike. That was the saving grace for Will Smith and iRobot. Was he kept in a shed an old gas powered street bike just, that they can't shut down on you. I'm going to have to get one and put one in my shed.
You better get one.
Everybody better have one, huh? Is that...
I'll be riding my mower.
Is that like a four-wheeler or two?
Yeah. I mean, if you get four-wheeler, I don't think they can't shut down.
Yeah.
I'm sure the new ones they can.
Oh, but yeah, I think they're talking about a new Ford truck, like coming out in 2027,
I heard about
where it's
this.
got so many cameras inside, and it won't start your car if it senses you're emotionally distressed or something. It's some kind of weird.
God.
It's like that's.
Is that going to shut it off too?
Like,
when you start yelling at traffic and you're emotionally distressed, shut your car off.
Donna's car will be
I'll be
dead.
stuck in the intersection every day.
Every day.
Help.
Might as well get a horse and buggy at that point because you ain't going nowhere.
Actually, it'd be like, here, have you seen Donna's new car? She's had it for 4 years and hasn't
0 miles
hasn't been
on
able
it.
to start it yet. Too stressed every time she gets in the car.
Oh my God. Unfortunately.
We're talking about dumb people. The dumb guy who killed the two USF students with his brilliant murder plot.
Yeah,
and
what
got
a
caught
fucking idiot
4
he is.
4 days later.
Just fucking senseless murders, man.
They said the cause of death for the guy they came out with was pierced with a sharp object several times. I don't know.
And he
I
stabbed
guess
him?
that's stabbing. So So he stabbed. Yeah, said that they said there was a lot of blood at the scene. So he stabbed him, and he got blood everywhere. People don't die when you stab them.
They don't. Not as you got to get them right in the right
You
spot.
have to heart them. Yeah, a heart stab. Like
A throat slit, jugular type deal.
Oh, that too.
And where did he do it?
In his apartment.
In
That's
their
where the blood
apartment?
was. That's where the
Okay.
blood was.
I was wondering if he did it at his parents' house or their apartment. So he cleaned it all
No,
up.
he did it at his apartment. I don't. No, he didn't clean it up. I don't.
Oh, he
think.
didn't.
He said they said there was a lot of blood at the scene.
Oh,
So he didn't.
what a boy! He didn't even try to cover his tracks, huh?
I mean, I don't know how he thinks he's going to get away with that.
What a nut!
And then he chat GPT'd Trace. If you put a body in a plastic bag and throw it in a dumpster, what will happen?
Will the cops immediately show up if you type this into ChatGPT? Was the rest of it?
It's like, so these morons think they're going to get away with murder, and they think ChatGPT is going to help them.
And they don't think that the cops checked the computer of the roommate, the last person that's seen him.
yeah, you don't think you're the person of interest.
Yeah.
It's either the two people that would be the person of interest if that guy died would be his girlfriend and that guy.
Yeah.
See, whoever's close to you, you cannot kill somebody you're very close to because they're like, all right, hey, we want to talk to you a minute, Trace.
I mean, you gotta look up how to do this stuff in a book or something nowadays. Like, there's no way you can't look it up anywhere.
You can't.
I mean, the only thing I was gonna say is you could go to a library and maybe look on it. But I think if you get it on a computer at a library, they call the cops on you and they're like, "This guy probably murdered somebody. He's at the library on the computer."
Yeah, they also the library computer.
You mean just being at the library on a computer is suspicious
Yeah,
enough?
that's suspicious enough for murder.
Yeah. Take you down. I take you down hard if you're on the computer in the library.
They got that camered up. The library computers.
For sure.
Only
that's where
place murderers go.
See, now if cops were smart, that's what they would do. They'd be staking out the library. At least have one guy in there go checking out. Okay,
Yeah,
and they
look at
follow
this
him. This
guy.
guy around. What's this guy?
Yeah.
And you check it. Check what was he was looking. Look at his history if he didn't erase it.
Right? Because if you have a phone, there's no need to go to the library, right?
Yeah.
Do they even have books? I think they still got
Do
books.
they have books at libraries? I don't know.
I have
Yeah,
no
they do.
idea.
They do.
They do. And they
It's gonna
opened,
go-
they
it'll-
just
they'll-
opened a new library like out in Wesley Chapel somewhere. It's like, what? Why?
One day there'll be a museum with all the books, like the National Library of Congress, but all the other books will have been destroyed because they've all been digitized. Wouldn't that be kind of sad?
Yeah, and
I mean, I can see that happening one day.
and when you're digitizing them, I think your AI is going to take out anything that's offensive or
They're gonna redo them.
redo them, change everything to politically correct.
I think they said that about Animal Farm. Animal Farm was a book about socialism and how that leads to just like capitalism. Eventually, you got the elite socialists and everybody else does the work and nobody has any money. But they got a new one coming out, and now it's saying that capitalism is evil. And it's like, well, you're right about that, but you're ruining the spirit of the book.
Yeah.
You can't change the book.
Yeah.
We all know what the message was.
Man, I was looking at I was trying to think of some stuff to do, and this it just popped up on my phone. This guy going to Disney, and you've all seen like somebody going to Disney, and they tell you how much everything was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how expensive. This guy was doing like a 5-day vacation to Disney, and he ended up with like it would cost you $8,000 for like 5 days at Disney, and I was just like, man, that is like
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
$8,000. Like, gosh, people don't know how to fucking party or have
They
a
don't know
good
how to have a
time.
good time.
I
man.
mean, if you gave my family $8,000 to go on a 5-day vacation, like it would be the most extravagant, fucking crazy thing that ever happened. The kids never stopped talking about it.
Think about that. Okay, you're gonna go to on your Disney vacation for 5 days, and okay, maybe you had your Disney good time. But think if you'd have stayed home and said, "Oh, hey, everybody, you know what we're gonna do this week? we're all going to spend $8,000 on whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
You would have the greatest time of your life.
Ever, I'd be like, even the
8,000.
kids, I'd be like, here's 1,000, here's 1,000,
They're in Chuck E. Cheese making it rain. They're like, oh my God.
we ain't going to Chuck E. Cheese with $8,000, Unfortunately, that's like a Disney deal. You could probably blow that $8,000 at Chuck E. Cheese.
It's a terrible place. It's a horrible place.
Go like one of those, like Dave and Buster. You go to Dave and Buster's.
I hate that
$8,000.
place, too.
$8,000 is gonna last you one day instead of 5 days at Disney. I mean, 5 days at Disney. Would you do that for free?
No.
I think I'm gonna have to go at free. Just to stay at
I'll
stay at the hotel.
I was going to say, if I'm going to get some free meals and stuff,
yeah.
if I'm getting free meals, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'll stay anywhere for a week with free meals.
Spike
so.
said I
And
could go on
drinks.
vacation for 6 months for $8,000.
You almost could. I'm
Good.
thinking.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what? For $100, our family and yours could go to Golden Chopsticks.
Oh, golden chopstick every day of the
for the rest of the year for $8,000. That's great when you think about it that way. Is what else could you do with $8,000 as opposed to staying at Disney World for 5 days? You could just ball. You could do almost anything.
Snookman said-
at skis.
Snookman said I could go to Disney anytime for free. I did it once and refused to do it again.
That's basically our story. We went once with the radio station with you, Trace. You were too young to appreciate it, but we were, we had to go, and so it was free Disney, so we took you there, and then we never ever took the other kids. And we told them how terrible Disneyland was, Disney World, because it sucked.
I went, for free with somebody I was dating one time. And we get there, and I'm just like, when can we leave? I was just like, this blows so bad, And I didn't know anything about Disney at this point. Like, I'm like, man, I hope they didn't pay, more than like $300 for this whole deal. And then like I realized that she spent like $1,500 because we got a room and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I was just like, amazed. I was like, because once we went to the actual like Disney thing, and I'm like, we're walking around as adults going to like the small world and shit, and I'm just like, do they serve beer? I'm like Googling on my phone. Do they serve beer here or something? Like this is.
I don't think they did it. They do now, I think.
Yeah,
But I
but
don't
they
think they
didn't,
did. They
and the
didn't
whole
back
time.
then.
And I had brought a joint too, and everywhere I looked, I was like, "This place is just fucking cameraed up." I don't want to get thrown out for smoking a joint, so I just soberly had to go watch some animatronic fucking bears and shit and stuff. Oh, and then
going to the Country Bear Jamboree as an adult is an illness.
is an
I
illness.
mean, what are you talking about?
Is an
That stuff's
illness.
horrible. It's just that's like Chuck E. Cheese entertainment back in the day. Who wants to see that shit?
Gosh, it just, I was
$8,000.
amazed how.
I bet you can spend a lot more.
Oh, you probably could if you were balling out.
Balling out. You can't ball out. If you ball out, like $50,000.
$50,000.
Here's a word of warning. You know the squishy toys? I think it's kind of a new thing.
The
girls-
the squishmelons or whatever.
Yeah, they're from China, and they say they've tested them, put them in like a closed thing, and measured them. They're more toxic than like sniffing like a can of paint. Yeah. So no squishies, I would say.
No squishies.
Because that ain't worth it. Because it's not like something really cool. It's like F the squishies. They're toxic.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing they tested though. Everything's like that now.
Yeah,
I think that
everything that comes from China is toxic,
Yeah,
right?
but somebody must have like smelled one and went, they must have had some complaints. Is what's going on with these squishies? Yeah.
I really, I want to go to China just to go around to their stores and see if they're selling any of
Cheap
this stuff.
China stuff.
If everything they have in China is cheap China stuff, or that's just the crap they send to America, and they have normal stuff that's not poison and stuff like.
And I'd like to know, maybe not go to China. I'm not looking to go anywhere like that. But I'd like to know what's going on in China. I'd like to see a real journalist go to China and say what's going on. I want to see what's going on in Russia. These people, like the things that are mortal enemies.
Yeah.
But I know nothing about them.
Yeah.
Except what
And
the
that-
mainstream news tells
Exactly.
me.
That's what I've been trying to tell you guys for years, man. It's like you don't really know what's going on in these other countries.
Well, that's
No.
what I said. That's what they count on. They count on. It's like, how am I going to know what's going on unless I go there? And then even if you go there, you got to hang around the right people to hear the right things and know the language so you can understand what's going on. And
we
how
ain't
do you,
nobody's doing
yeah,
that.
nobody's
no
doing
reporters in
that.
America are doing that.
That's just like someone coming here from China, just coming to visit to see what's really going on with our politics. Well, good luck figuring that out.
Yeah, well, I think you'd figure out we had a real dog and pony show going on over here. Sometimes I'll see posts on social media about China, and they'll say, well, while our government's stealing all the money, China's just built the world's largest bridge, and it shows it, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it's like over there.
You hear that from, our government whenever they are ready to take over somewhere. They say, well, their government's stealing all the money. It's like our stupid fucks sitting there talking about that like they're not doing the same thing.
That's one of my most hated things is these politicians will be saying something and they'll be talking about somebody stealing something and you're like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You lying,
Son
cheating
of a
son of a
bitch.
bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. What are we talking about?
Kevin says the bridge also fell down.
I don't know. We might have.
Why would they do that?
I'm also thinking my phone is reading my brain. Every time, like I said, that mochietta me and Lauren got. I mentioned one word about a mochietta to Lauren, and then my TikTok is all mochietta videos.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it.
What is it?
Mochietta.
But what is it?
It's it's a lava bowl
Okay,
with a bunch of tasty
snack.
stuff in it.
All right.
Like not dessert.
It's
not
not, I mean,
dessert.
it sounds like he's ordering a coffee.
Yeah. I always,
mochietta.
Yeah. That's what it
But
sounds
yeah.
like.
But in my brain yesterday, I swear I was thinking, man, that'd be cool to do, one of those Disney videos where you go and see how much it is, just to make fun of Disney. And that popped up one of my next videos, and I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, I don't think I said anything out loud about this. And there's been a couple things that I swear I've thought of, and they popped up as my next couple videos.
It's
Maybe.
reading your mind.
And
They have those things for people that can't talk and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how it works, but maybe it's more prevalent than they let us on, on, and
Yeah.
maybe they just
I
have
do.
that chip in your phone already. Because how does that work? Does anybody where these people that can't talk and stuff, they have this computer, wheelchair, and all
Yeah.
this, and they just think whatever they think, and it comes out in
Yeah,
words.
they can read your mind.
What?
I'm
I'm
thinking.
like, how does that work? And how do you keep it from No, don't read that. I just
can't.
thought that when that,
can't, yeah.
when somebody I don't like walked by and I just had a horrible thought and it's reading it. I don't know. How do you stop it
It
from
sounds like
reading?
it's like a Tom Cruise movie, Minority Report, or something like that. If you're, if the government could read your mind, which could, you think that would be impossible. But then you talk about things like that and go, well, maybe it's not. And with AI and the quantum computing, maybe that's not that far off. And you get this
It's not.
sci-fi bullshit that they did 20 years ago in a Tom Cruise movie,
Yeah.
and it's really happening. You're like, I never thought it could
And
actually
they probably
happen.
had it back then. That's why it was in a movie.
I think
And
so.
letting you know that they had that
They all-
20 years ago.
They're like real comedians. They like to taunt people and do things.
They're
but
like, when are the people going to figure out that everything we put in movies is already real?
And
They
that-
just don't. We just didn't roll it out to them yet.
yeah, it's just something. It's just going to tell the future.
CJ Colin says, Mokahite.
Mochietta.
No.
Mokahite. Mokahite. Am I saying it right? Am I a dumbass too, CJ?
Where is it? Did he just say that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my chat. Okay, here we go.
Close. He
Mol,
says close. Well, you're
Mol-
you're phonetically
Molcajete.
Moqueta.
Molcajete.
Molcajete.
Molcajete. Molcajete.
You spilled my macchiato.
Mike just got it. Oh, that's Snook, man. He don't know. Do you know?
He doesn't know. Nobody knows.
Snook, man. He doesn't
I
know.
nailed
No,
it. I
nothing.
nailed
He
it.
don't know nothing.
I nailed it. Nailed it, they say.
Ink Spike says that's why there's no bill for Trace's hand surgery. They put a chip in him. Oh, there you go.
Oh, you see, and I'm thinking I got away. Like Don and I, we didn't get any jabs. We're not, it's just not. We wouldn't, we don't get the flu shot. But then I got that damn rabies deal. And I'm like, oh, man, I wonder if they snuck it in.
That's why she
deal.
didn't know how to do it. She's like, how do I mix up this chip into the rabies shot?
Yeah, she had to call somebody 'cause she had a little. That's doesn't make you feel good when the nurse has got this powder and she's mixing it up with this liquid, and then she's calling somebody and trying to ask for directions. I'm like, this is a vaccine.
Yeah. This
That
is
would
somebody I got to trust
I've become
with my vaccine.
pre-made.
Yeah, that super cheap place I go to for medical work out by where I live. I'm starting to question a little bit.
Really?
Well, just like the first time I went for gout, she was on her computer the whole time looking up gout stuff. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I could have done this at home, but I could.
But you can't get the drugs.
No, yeah, that's the only reason I really needed her for the drugs. And then Bella got her teeth pulled yesterday, and by the time she got home, her stitches in her mouth had came undone.
Oh.
And she went to go back, and they were just like, yeah, she'll be fine, just pull them out. But
Yeah, awesome.
you get what you pay
Get
for.
what you pay for.
Yeah,
Vampire
that's the
Jet.
people that work at the cheap places
Yeah.
are the bottom of the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's
You
got to
know.
be at the bottom of the class.
Yeah.
I'm even looking for a cheaper place, but
I had
Vampire
to go.
Jeremy subscribed for 79 months. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
I had to go to my wholesaler yesterday down in Tampa, and it's kind of in a ghetto, that place. And you see doctors and dentists in that area, a few, not many, but in that area. And I think it was 25 cents or something that said it once that you go to places like that and you get cheaper
Oh,
services because that's the people that can
Yeah.
afford to go there. And I thought there was like a little woman's hospital, and I thought, wonder if that's a lot cheaper than going to like St. Joseph's down here in the.
and you get the people who had a D- when they graduated from medical
Yeah.
school,
Mhm.
but they
But
kind
they're
of
a
know
lot cheaper than.
they kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get it done.
man, I've been hearing it that they might be lowering the prices on snacks because you can't buy them with your like EBT card anymore. And
right.
sodas.
That's
So they're
right.
lowering the prices of snacks. And I was watching this video of this guy the other day, and he's saying, well, that right there proves that they could lower the price of everything.
Yes.
They're
You're right.
just gouging us, they're gouging you with everything, and it's just fucking greed.
Right. I bet chips will go down. The price of chips.
Yeah.
Remember that got
Yeah.
up to $5 a bag.
Because nobody.
$6 a bag.
Yeah.
Walmart-
No, $7.99 sometimes.
The they had the 1 liter sodas on sale at Walmart. They were only $1. That's cheaper at Walmart. That's cheaper than Dollar Tree.
At what point is stuff gonna get so expensive though that you can just build it in America? And like I was just thinking, like you make a small car, you make a garage, big garage where you got 15, 20 people working, and you actually make motors, you melt the metal and make motors and make the doors and make everything for a car. Seems like at some point you're going to be able to do that cheaper than buying $100,000 truck. It's like it seems like you could almost open a place making cars nowadays.
Yeah,
in America,
was,
and sell them cheaper because they're just gouging people.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's it's a huge gouge
because
job.
It was a big, everything's made in China because we can do it cheaper and give it to you cheaper, and then everything got super expensive, and so might as well bring it back here. That would be the price. That would have been the price of it here. So what's the difference? Why did you
just think? Just think about it. Okay, so you're paying $6.99 for Doritos. And you just think it's this terrible inflation, but actually, most of a huge percent of the people who buy Doritos get it off EBT, so it's free to them. They don't look at the price of anything.
Yeah,
they're getting their groceries for free. So General Mills or whoever, Frito-Lay, they went, hey Donna, fuck you. Yeah. You're gonna pay $3 more for everything on EBT,
so that we can charge it to the government,
so we can get rich.
That's the taxpayers.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
that should blow your mind.
Didn't even
it should
think
blow
about
your
that.
effing mind.
Just another
every single corporation
thing.
that makes stuff that you could get with EBT. Just think of anything related to that. They were like, F America.
Yeah.
F America. Give us the money. You won't even know. You just think everything's going up.
USA.
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 Capitalism. It should be like a product. Capitalism. Great for 200 years. That's how, hey, it was great. It was great.
Nice.
Now we don't have capitalism. Now we have this corporate rape culture, and it's obscene. And, people pretty soon we're gonna get fed up with that. We're gonna do something about it. I tell you. Why? I tell you, do something about it.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play Mario. That's what I'm gonna do. Play some Mario. What's his brother's name?
Oh, man! You know what the worst thing to run out of? I've just, out of all the things in your kitchen or house, the worst thing to run out of.
Let me think.
Yes.
The worst thing to run out of is butter.
Butter. It doesn't have to be food. It doesn't.
I didn't think of it very long.
Worst thing to run out of. Soap.
I'd say trash bags. Like I buy trash bags are the only thing I buy in bulk. Like I'll get like 90 trash bags when I go. And the other day we just ran out of trash bags. We had a full thing of trash, and then we emptied it out, took it out, and nobody felt like going to the store. Like, we'll go get some tomorrow. But then we're just like setting dirty plates everywhere. We're just like, this blows, man. We need to get some fucking trash bags.
Is your oven full of dirty?
Oven
of trash?
Why would my oven be full?
You just got to set it somewhere.
Yeah, I set it on the oven. Yeah, on top of the oven. Yeah, but
top of the oven.
Ned's Navy's money. Money is the worst
Oh
thing
yeah, I'm going through that one now.
Ink Spike says Parmesan cheese.
You better give him a pop. I don't know why that was so funny.
I guess so. Ink Spike's running away with it over there.
Parmesan cheese.
I don't know if he, it's an obvious joke or if he's just a Parmesan cheese fan. I mean, I've read, that cheese is more addictive than heroin, and when I read it, when I saw that cheese is more addictive than heroin, I was like, wow, yeah, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And then I came over here and realized that my parents have.
What? Huh? Oh, gotcha.
I realized that my parents have 13 different types of cheeses, and then I went home and opened my fridge. I was like, oh, there's 7 different types of cheeses in here, and then now Ink Spike with his Parmesan cheese.
We just have to zoom it back out a little.
It might be frozen.
I bet it's frozen. So I'm doing all this adjusting.
So I'm thinking
I'll
there's a
fix it.
possibility that
He said, Ink Spice says, I wasn't even trying to be funny. If I run out of cheese, it's a real problem.
it's like heroin. I'm telling you.
It gives an accidental pop. Okay.
I just got those 2 new cheeses yesterday.
Yeah, and I saw that, and
when
I was
Nick-
like, I might not be. I'm gonna not go see my family today. I'm gonna stay here and eat these cheeses.
They were on sale at Winn-Dixie since they're closing.
Up a little more. A little
Just-
more, a little more.
it
There
needs-
you go. A little more. You got to get the pop in
It
it.
kind of needs to be zoomed out a little bit, but don't worry about it.
That's
yeah,
good.
that's good.
All righty.
Some fucking cheese.
We watched all of Ari Sharif. What is it?
Shafir.
I cannot get his
Shafir.
name. Can't get
Shafir.
his name right. Shafir. All his stuff this weekend. That was good. I had no idea he was that funny.
I didn't either.
Have you been watching any of his stuff?
I just think he's so not funny
Really?
without even seeing him that I don't want
Oh,
to watch
that's what
him.
we thought for a long time.
Yeah, we were like, that guy's not funny.
Watch the Jews one. That was funny.
I've seen him on Joe Rogan. He's always on Joe Rogan, and he never said anything funny. What the?
He's interesting as well.
I mean, Joe Rogan's really trying to lose me right now. I'm talking like 20, 30 podcasts in a row without a single scientist or anybody. It's all comedians and MMA guys. And I'm just not into listening to that.
He's been compromised.
I think he might be compromised, man.
Probably. I'm a science.
Big Kahuna says, wouldn't a digital pop chart work better? Make it a
Digital.
Word doc and share the screen when they look at it.
Gosh,
Yeah.
that's
Why
like
don't you just make that for
that
us?
sounds like how they built the pyramids. That's like the equivalence
Oh, can you
of
imagine?
what that means.
Can you imagine the pyramids if I had been in charge of building them?
It'd be this tall.
Snookman says, am I the only one who's never laughed at Kill Tony? I don't get it.
No,
I don't get
Kill
it.
Tony is
No.
the worst show that I've
Boo.
ever seen.
I hate it.
It's I'm not too many people I like, but I like Joe Rogan and Shane Gillis and
Yeah.
a couple of people on it, and they just can't get me to laugh one time.
No.
I mean, it's terrible. I mean, I haven't seen any other ones than the first one they had, and that was the most awkward, unfunny thing I've ever watched in my life, possibly.
And Tony laughs a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he laughs like hysterically at a lot of stuff, at his own stuff. Stuff. Someone will be walking out, to a comedian, do something stupid, and he just laughs hysterically at it.
Not a huge fan.
Killer
I know.
JP says Trace Pop, but
What
it
was
might
it?
be too late.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. It
I
could be
don't know
too
what
late.
it was. If we don't know what it was.
Dwight and Izzy, 72 months. Thank you very much, Dwight and Izzy.
Gosh, I might want to wait till some more people tune in. Did I? Well, unless I told it already. Did I tell my bathroom story yesterday? Yeah, you remember it? My
No.
bathroom story is
No.
stopping after we went fishing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
What?
It's not the pizza story, is it?
No,
Okay.
it's a
All
pretty
right.
good one. I'll wait a little bit to tell that one.
You hanging on to the
I'm
bathroom?
hanging on to
Hanging
that
the
one.
bathroom story.
Oh.
Okay.
Have you seen the Hulk Hogan doc? I have no interest in Hulk Hogan. I don't. He's never been an interesting person. I am not interested in him at all. His stupid family. I never watched one episode of Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking bunch of attention-seeking assholes is all they were.
I mean, the other one about him that was, with the other guy. I basically just watched to see if I was in it, and it was, nice to sit down and be like, "Ooh, I'm on TV."
Yeah.
I saw myself like 4 or 5 times. And I watched the trailer for the Hogan thing, and all in my mind I was like, "Is there any chance I'll be in this?" And I did watch it. I was like, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think I was around Hogan that much.
Yeah, I never liked the guy.
I thought
And I
it-
never found him interesting or likable or anything. So I don't watch anything with Hulk Hogan. Occasionally Donna and I watched a little bit of wrestling in the '80s when Macho Man was popular
Yeah.
because we thought Macho Man was
Macho
funny.
Man's good.
We thought he was funny, but I never ever
I was
cared
never,
about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I was never interested in Hulk Hogan at
I didn't
all.
watch any of his stupid movies.
And then, I mean, we've hung around him a few times. I think, where'd we go? Did
Universal.
with him and his family once, and his, Brooke was a total cunt.
I mean,
She
we
was
didn't
like-
go with Hulk. We went with the station, and he was
Yeah,
he
he was-
tagged along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just acted
they
like
were-
a they were younger. She just acted like a spoiled fucking cunt the whole time.
I mean, I when I was younger, we went into the box seats with Hogan and what's his kid's name?
Nick?
Nick, and he wasn't too much older than us, and he kind of sat by us, and just being, not, I've been around Hogan and everything. I'm not like starstruck or even know who this fucking kid is, and he just didn't seem like a normal kid. He just like, we were sitting there, and he was sitting next to us, and we kind of, me and my friends were there. We were kind of trying to talk to him, and he was just too cool to even look or talk it to us, and I was like, "Was this kid got autism or something?" Or did he just no, he was just too good for
Yeah,
us.
they acted like they were too good for
Too
you.
cool for
Like
school.
I said before, when we were eating at Universal or something, we had a big long table and they got some appetizer thing, and we were down at the other end doing our own thing, not talking to them, and they got some big appetizer platter or something, and when they were done with it, Brooke just kind of pushed it down towards our way, like, "Get this out of my way. Here, you guys can have our leftovers." And I just
Peasants.
looked, I was just like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Oh,
don't need you to
I
treat me
never
like
got
that.
that big of star treatment. I would have gobbled it up.
She didn't even like look at us. She just pushed it down towards our way. It's like, bitch. I
Show
hate people that act like that.
Push that
You know-
shove cocktail down this way.
Show says that's what shitty parents and money do to kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of times. I mean, what Nick, he ruined his friend's life,
Yeah.
and he's got the
moved
DUIs
on.
and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But that's. I guess you got some type of race, fast race car. It's kind of their fault.
Yeah,
but
you don't give your
You don't-
teenager boy, especially teenager boy, a sports car. You're just asking
No,
for trouble.
you get him a 6-cylinder Chrysler 300. And they can smash it into the guardrail.
At least he didn't wrap it around a tree,
I
if
mean,
it had been a Dodge Charger, he'd be dead right now.
Yeah.
it would. I mean, I was out of control with that thing. I lost 1,000 races in that car. I mean, it was all my first cars. I never had a fast car. I won a few in my Lexus,
Yeah.
a couple races, but that Chrysler 300, every stoplight would be like, "Let's race," and the other car would just be like, "Meow." I'm like, "Brr." I'm like, "Oh,
Never
lost again."
You never learned your lesson.
No, what lesson? Don't race.
Don't race because you just get burned and look like a jackass.
It was just for the fun of it. I knew I was basically going to lose. There was one time I won one race, and it's because my transmission was so bad. Me and this guy were sitting next to each other, and it wasn't a super fast car, but faster than mine.
Yeah.
But my transmission was bad. So we're sitting there like counting down like 3, 2, 1, go. And I had floored it before then, and my car is at like 6,000 RPM, but it's not going any faster because my transmission hasn't kicked in yet, and it just stuck right when we started. It blasted me off a little bit faster than usual because my transmission was bad.
What car was that?
That was my 300. Yeah.
Here's what we need. Here's what we need, Trace. The The Jetson 1. It's you don't need a single. It says it's reversed engineered from a single. I don't know what that means, but it's like it's $128,000. Trace, check out the Jetson 1.
Oh man.
You can fly this in your backyard, man. You gotta check the mail out in Webster. You're getting your Jetson 1, Trace.
Man. Not hating on it.
Now, you think is this like different than the concept of a helicopter? Is it that?
Yes.
Is it that much different? Is it safer, you think, than the helicopter concept?
Well, not if those motors
Yeah,
go
I mean, if
out.
you-
You're
if
still
you-
falling out of the fucking sky.
Yeah, you're still done if these
But-
motors fall.
But
fail.
I think you don't go that high.
Well, you still like from here, you still might die just from that
Yeah,
distance right
yeah,
there.
you could.
It's kind of badass, ain't it?
It is, you know. I'm hating on new technology, but if somebody gave me one of these, I'm
Now,
taking it to work.
how do you learn to fly this though?
Over.
It seems pretty simple.
But you can't make mistakes.
Yeah, you
can't make
stuck
mistakes.
in a tree
You die.
or decapitate
Like
somebody.
you run into each other.
Oh, cameraman, watch out! Boom, his head's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta really think about those.
Ooh, that's yeah.
How close you can get to someone.
Let's see him like a smooth landing.
What? It just lands on the bottom? Doesn't even.
There you go.
Huh.
Yeah, this thing cut your legs off.
Now, how much is this thing? You said
128,000.
I mean, look at those rotors are like right even with your head almost. Right? Your whole body is just,
I can't wait for the Jetson 1 accidents.
yeah.
That's gonna be so much fun.
It's just like razor blades all around your neck.
So when you go on the internet and you see a video like this, and then the two guys crash into each other in a fireball, and you'd be, yeah, this is cool.
I've got a real plus and negative to my new riding lawnmower. You know, the seat thing, you know how you sit up on the seat and it turns off? It's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
safety feature is broken, which is real nice for picking up stuff.
It sure is.
Picking up junk in the yard, but even that, like, I'm like, be carefuler than you've ever been, more careful than you've ever been in anything. Getting off this thing, and I take a real wide step away from the blades, and then I'm real careful getting back on.
Do you have
Yeah, good for
a cover
you.
on the blades or no?
Yeah, they fell off that one time, and I sent that picture, and everybody was like, "Oh, put that cover back on." I did.
You can't have a cover for your blades out here on this property.
Can't have a cover for.
What?
It just gets torn off.
You do. We do have that though.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Is mine on? Oh, usually
Yeah.
gets torn off. Yeah, I still got one.
No, that whole.
You mean the deck?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I had
of
a
course.
covering
No, I'm
part
talking about
on the deck.
the rubber cover where
Oh.
the opening is to the blades.
Where the
Yeah.
stuff shoots
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I've got yeah. Mine doesn't work. My yard's nice and good. My garden's doing good.
Would you say your mower doesn't work?
It's working good.
Oh.
You know, my yard's nice and mowed.
Yeah.
I love it. I love my new lawnmower. Need to weed eat now.
Just wait till hopefully it'll start raining soon.
Ain't no grass to mow around here. It's depressing.
Oh, you know, I'm just a River Junction. It just gets better and better. the less it rains, you know.
Better.
Yeah, just because there's more, you know, once it starts raining a lot, the beach area kind of
Goes away. Yeah.
goes away, and the water's a little bit less clear. Right now, the whole thing's like 6 inches deep, and you can run through it, and it's fun.
Does that go out to that lake where we tested that boat out?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's right next to there.
Oh, can you go on a? People don't go have boats come through there. Do
Yeah, I mean, it's all kinds of crazy. You know, I was a little worried. I could have knocked the fuck out of a kid the other day. There was an airboat taking off, and you gave me that giant magical butter beach ball.
Yeah.
And it's like this big.
Yeah.
And I was right behind an airboat, and I was like, oh, this would be cool. And I throw it up, and the wind didn't really catch it until it got a little lower, and then it just went like 100 miles an hour through like 50 kids and didn't hit one. I was like, oh, I could have blasted one of those fucking kids. It was
From
going
the airboat?
like a knuckleball all around because it was going like 100 miles an hour.
From the airboat?
Yeah, from the airboat.
I thought you were going to say it got sucked into the propeller.
Nah, it got blasted away by the airboat.
Oh,
and I was
man.
like, oh, man.
And he killed 3 kids.
It killed 3 kids.
Do you still have that ball?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, the kids had a blast with it.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't bring my pump, so it took us being there for like 2 hours to blow it
Well,
up.
you should have asked someone there. They probably had a pump.
Probably somebody, but
2
I was,
hours to blow it up.
like I'm not, like that's old school. Like that's in the past, blowing things up with your
Yeah.
lungs.
Yeah, it is.
Nobody does that anymore. And if you try, like, I was like, I'm not going to ruin my day
Yeah.
with a fucking headache from blowing this thing up.
Yeah.
So I'd blow it up like 5 blows and then wait like a half hour for 5 more blows. And then, after a while, the kids started giving it a couple blows and the some friend come over and blew it up a little bit. And Marco's like, I have iron lungs. And he sat there for 3 minutes. He's like, never mind.
Yeah, it sucks. Something like that takes forever.
Yeah.
You realize how little breath you have.
I did have a pump. It just ran out of battery a third of the way blowing it up.
You know you got that solar battery in your truck, right?
Solar panel or battery?
That solar panel that
Yeah.
Brennan got you? You've never used that?
Yeah, I mean, I love it for the apocalypse, yes. Solar panels don't create a lot of energy, man. They really just don't.
That's why you got to use so many of them, right?
Yeah. But, I mean...
That's why they're good for, like, you see like a yellow flashing light at a school. We'll have a solar
Yeah.
panel.
Yeah.
And it can charge for 30 minutes a day it charges that light. That's what they're great for.
That seems like it works for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's good for, they're good for charging batteries, like if you have a big battery and the sun's beating down on it all day, you can charge that battery up and use the battery to power something. But the actual solar panel itself might be able to, like the one I have, might be able to charge like a cell phone. It's about as much
Have
power.
you ever used it to
I've
see?
not. I just. You act like I don't like it because I don't use it. I'm just around energy all the time.
I just wonder, like, if you would have set it out on your truck to blow that thing up with your little...
Yeah, it's definitely not going to power that for sure, no. But you can charge a battery all day if it was the apocalypse. You charge a battery all day and then hook up the pump to the battery, and it would work.
Okay.
But I just haven't had too many power outages to where I need the solar panel.
Here we got another goring
A bull
fatality.
roaring.
Another fatality. I don't know why people continue to hang out and mess with bulls.
Yeah. It's a man thing, I if I went down there, I think I might have to run a little bit. Do a little bit of running with the bulls.
That's the stupidest thing
Like
ever.
some bitch ass bull. I wouldn't be the. No, I'd get out there.
You get gored for what? For what purpose?
Nothing. Just to prove you're a man.
I'm a real man running with a bull.
And then you're not really. Once a bull gets you, you see how
Yeah, you die.
You're a bitch.
you're a bitch. You're not.
Yeah, you
you're
die
not
getting
as
pegged up the ass.
strong as a bull.
That's a bad
and you
death.
never will be.
Gored to
You'll never
death.
be able. The man that you think you are cannot out bull a bull.
Unless you got a gun or a sword.
Yeah.
Oh, woof. Oh, they can't.
See what a man he is now. Look at him.
They're trying. They can't pull him off of him.
Bueno, chaval. Pobre chaval.
It's
No.
like
¡Wow!
You're telling me these countries are doing bad. But do you see those fences they got there? I mean, they built those those are enjoyment fences for bull running away from.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're not doing too bad over there.
Look at all these sissies. They're pulling with one arm on the bull because they don't want to get out in the street because the bull might come get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bunch of pansies.
Bueno, chaval. Pobre chaval.
Says, what do you do? What do you do when you pull the bull off the guy? Then the bull's going to come after
Yeah,
you.
he's gonna get you, and you're
That's
gonna die.
That's why you don't mess with bulls.
You know, I mean,
Bulls ain't messing with you.
I'm just saying,
mess with
I'm
them.
in Mexico with the running for the bulls.
Spain, my friend.
I'm sorry, Spain. And I go, you know, I'm there, and they're doing it, and I can run, you know, across the street real quick and get out of danger quick. I might say it so I could say I ran with the bulls. If I'm in charge of setting up the bull running, I'm going to be like, hey, this is kind of a dumb idea, and I don't think we should do it.
And you're not going to be the first one out right in front of the bull, right?
No.
That's just crazy. That doesn't even look like what happened. How'd this guy end up?
It looks like they started filming deep into the encounter because everybody's behind a fence.
Yeah.
Like the bull got loose and everybody got away except this tourist or something.
He looks like a tourist.
He got killed.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
A 33-year-old cattle rancher died. after
Cattle
being
rancher. He
brutally-
thought he knew how to
brutally
handle
gored.
bulls, huh?
Yep.
Bad luck. I'll
Bull,
pass.
you get
I'll
the
pay.
horns.
You know, I get
Tra-
some thrills.
Lauren says you can't run anymore, Trace.
The bull would annihilate you, buddy.
Trace
bull
ain't
would
running
annihilate
with nothing,
you.
huh?
Yeah. Getting attacked by a bull, I'm just like, my gout. It's worse than a bull attack.
You're done.
No, I've been playing soccer with the kids. You know, Harper's getting so good
Good.
that you know, I'm better. My legs are good enough to run, but not sprint. So she can almost beat me in soccer with them if I don't have the ability to sprint. She can just go around me. She's, you know, she's got some moves too. She's been working on.
Good for her. Yes, she told us. She came
I
home.
was teaching her how to actually kick the ball with some power the other day. You know how kids are. They don't know how to. They just run up and
Yeah.
kick. I was teaching her how to plant her foot and lean back and really get some power on it. She
Yeah.
was hitting the upper 90s a couple times when we were at
Oh,
the,
yeah?
at the
Those are
field.
nice.
Yeah, she was showing me out in the pasture. She said, "Watch how hard I can kick the ball," and then she said, "I can get it up in the air." And she did, way up in the air. That's it's not that easy to do for a kid. So yeah, good. Try to keep both those girls involved in sports. Keeps girls out of trouble. Keeps them away from the boys, and that's the most important thing.
Evil.
Even the boys know to keep their kids away from boys.
Do it.
All right, time for a break.
Time for a break.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gotta
hang on.
pee. I can't think I gotta pee so bad.
All righty, hang on a second.
I don't typically drink a Red Bull in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
we drinking Red Bull.
Aren't we supposed to get your mom a Red Bull?
What? I ain't drinking no Red Bull.
Have you ever? I thought you said you
No.
haven't tried it.
No.
No, just
Yeah.
a sip though.
Oh,
Just
okay.
a sip because you.
I'll take a
She's
sip.
I think
She's-
just the thought of it having caffeine in it might make her heart go beat faster without the caffeine even kicking in.
Yeah,
The
but-
anxiety of thinking about an energy drink.
But well, yeah, just one good so you can get a good taste of it, and it's because it's terrible. I don't
I
understand.
drank it all, unfortunately.
Do you agree they're terrible?
A Red Bull is probably my favorite out of the energy drinks. Yes.
Oh, you.
I think when they first came out, I might have taken a sip, and that's why I was like, they're terrible. But I don't remember it. I don't remember what it tastes like, and I don't
you haven't had
remember
it
taking a sip.
probably for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm just thinking I probably took a sip of it before and was like, ugh.
And I'll do a Red Bull and maybe some of the Mocha Choca Chacos or whatever, the types that are kind of coffee. flavored type deals. I'll do maybe one of them and a Red Bull, but that's about it.
Monster. I used to drink like about a third of a cup, just to have something of taste in the morning, a little carbonation to get me going. But I had that aspartame.
Like I don't have a problem drinking this whole thing. I don't think I've ever drank a full Monster.
Well,
Like
they're big too. They're big.
I'd get like a third of the way through, and I'm just like, it tastes like poison to me.
Does that have aspartame in it?
I don't know anything.
I hate that stuff. Town and Country said don't forget to play the Indian video.
Indian. Oh yeah, we'll get that once we get the kid to school and everything. We'll do the Donna Indian video. We'll make her wait for it.
I don't see aspartame. Sugar. It's got sugar.
Really?
And glucose. Sugar. Not the syrup.
Still tastes like that's the tragic thing that it has sugar in it. It still tastes like crap.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with more ClusterF. Fuck Howard Stern. He used to be my hero. Now he's a corporate pussy. I bet he's standing in line right now to get his third booster for the monkeypox. Oh my God, what a fucking pussy! He has become what he loathed. He is the man. Oh, it's distasteful. It's distasteful, Howard. It's grotesque. You're a grotesque caricature of yourself. I'm gonna send this to fucking Will. And you won't play it because it's too fucking true. Too fucking true, bitch. I'm not mean enough. I need to use you people. I'm gonna make a Ned ring. I'm gonna make a Ned ring. And I'm gonna, you can get the Ned ring for free. Just cheer 20. What's it? I got 200,000, bitch. You get a pancake breakfast from Donna. You get a Ned ring. Mansion will come out and do 3 karaoke tunes on a very bad PA system. $200,000, bitch. God, it's a steal. I shouldn't even. A cat's out of the bag, darn it. Get your Ned rings. Get your fucking Ned rings. Fuck Brittany Griner, not because she knelt for the anthem, because she's a dumbass. You don't take drugs to Russia. You don't just throw it in your bag. You think, make sure I don't take my drugs to Russia, because they have draconian laws and we're at war with them. That's what I say, fuck Brittany Griner. She's stupid. And fuck that one guy. He's been over there for like 2 years. He's tried to smuggle in 6 grams of dope. Whatever. Don't do that. Putin says fuck you. I'm not taking weed. I'm not taking weed to a country where Vladimir Putin, he could just say that. He could just, look, you're going to a country, and this is a country, pretty much like our country, but this is a country where Vladimir Putin, they call him and say, hey, this girl had some weed, what do we do? And he's like, America's been fucking with me. We're going to put her in jail for about 10 years or make them crawl on their, on their bellies and beg for forgiveness and give us a bunch of arms dealers and pedophiles. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. America, fuck you. Don't put yourself in that position. I don't care if she knelt for the anthem and she's got a horrible political opinion that you disagree with. So what? That's what America's about. Bring her back. Jesus God. Grow up, people. Grow up. Maybe your daughter, you get your lovely daughter, your wonderful daughter, you love her to death. Then she gets her politics get way different than yours when she's older. You want her to fucking sit in a Russian jail for 10 years, you fucking dumbasses? Your sweet, lovely daughter. You try to talk sense into her about her stupid political beliefs, don't you? Come on, listen, darling. You're getting brainwashed. She won't believe you. Why, I wish my daughter was sentenced to 10 years in a Russian prison for her beliefs because she didn't agree with me. I want to redo that because I fucked it up, and I kind of feel, the competitive nature in me is, I don't like to fuck up. I don't, it's like, I mean, it's not a big deal because, I do this every week. It's not like a Bubba Palooza where, you want to rehearse and make sure that you get it right because this is, I had to write 50 Shades. I had to write a Nancy Pelosi song. I had to go swimming with the grandkids. And I had to mow the lawn. So every once in a while, I don't rehearse a song. I think I got it, and I fuck it up. Forgive me. God damn it. Giving you this private lap dance for 3 hours. And you're mad. Because I thumped your balls. Oh, I'm so sorry. 3-hour lap dance, I thumped your balls one time. So God, you, no tip? No, what? No tip for ball thump? Fuck you. Is watching commercials by Dick Cheney, one of the most evil men in the world, a warmonger, a liar, a profiteer, a total degenerate sociopathic scumbag. Give his endorsement for his daughter to win an election. And the people, and let's break it down right here, people, and the people who support Liz Cheney's cause have to suck a Dick Cheney dick. That's a big dick to swallow. The people who support Liz fucking Cheney have to suck a big fucking Dick Cheney dick and like it, and there's no refuting it. There's no refuting it. I don't.
T-Town G's, yeah, we're from the hood. Last time you heard from us, we were up to no good. Stealing. Gucci lame here, and I don't use protection. Tuttle might not push a brone, gets erection. 20 gram blunt, but I smoked it in one session. Real quick, if we ever get locked up, will someone yell objection? Gucci lame here, and push a brone too. If you see us in the streets, tell me what you gonna do. Yeah, we in the fast lane 102. Mess with us, guarantee we gon' shoot. Gucci lame and push a brone. Outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
Poacher Brone here, and you heard about my whip.
Rollin'.
But you haven't heard about my 1,000-round clip. I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm on medication.
Insane.
If I don't take them, killing fools my occupation.
Killin'.
Yeah, I'm on Zoli, so I don't do masturbation.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'll slap a hook, cause I got no patience.
That was Poacher Brone, he's got a 1,000-round clip.
Shots.
If I drive a four-wheeler, you know that I'ma flip.
Flip it.
Drink and touch vodka, yeah, I know you wanna sip.
You broke.
Get blacked out drunk, then my penis you gon' grip.
Don't touch Gucci lame or your ass I'm gonna kill. Don't mess with me, I'm crazy, cause I'm on so many pills. The song is outlandish and I hope it pays the bills. If it don't, I slit my throat, my blood is gonna spill.
Gucci lame and Poacher Brone, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
Welcome back to ClusterF. With Sean Raz, Crappy Song of the Day, coming up in just a little bit. Not really interested in talking much about the assassination.
Attempt?
Yeah, attempt.
Right.
Yeah, attempt. We were watching the news last night, and we just forward. I always record it, and we just forward over all that stuff.
Nice.
Anytime there was a politician talking, we just forwarded right over it. It's just
know,
pure, unadulterated bullshit.
I said it yesterday. I'm getting out of politics, It's just like, you can't figure nothing out. You can't do anything about it. Might as well, I did the whole weekend. I didn't go on my phone or look at any of it. And life is a lot better.
What do you? Because there's nothing
nothing
you
you
can
can
do
do.
about it. Only thing you can, maybe you can prepare for certain situations.
Yeah.
But so I was thinking. I saw on X today something about. Well, let me look this one up real quick. Where is this one about the ballroom? Okay, right here. So after the assassination attempt, all these if you're on X, you would recognize some of these accounts, but if this is the Twitter sphere of pretty much like right-wing people, the libs of TikTok, the Jack Prosabig, whatever the hell, end wokeness, and they all say the same thing right after the assassination attempt, Trace.
What?
This is why President Trump needs to build the White House ballroom. This is why we need the $400 million White House ballroom that the courts have blocked, Trace. We got to have a place to hold balls so the president doesn't get assassinated.
What kind of room is this?
Who gives a rat's ass about the president's ballroom? So now before, see, this is the beauty of it. Before, it was $400 million, but it's private donations. So who really gives a rat's ass? But now the court stopped it. So the Republicans want a bill passed, so the taxpayers have to pay the $400 million because we got to have the ballroom to keep the president safe. And then I saw something on X about that there's going to be a bunch of military. It's going to be a big bunker underneath the ballroom, just a huge bunker with all kind of military equipment and anti-drone. And so is this just all about, it's nothing to do with the ballroom. Just what are they expecting? Some drone attacks on the White House? And so I was looking at it. So I said, well, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to grok it. I'm going to grok it, Trace. Are there going to be military equipment under the White House ballroom? Let's see. He's searching. I'm using 10,000 gallons of water.
10,000 gallons.
Yes, according to public statements from President Trump and court filings related to the White House ballroom, the U.S. military is building a large underground complex beneath the site of the new ballroom. What's up with that?
I need one.
The Presidential Emergency Operations Center. Oh no! It says that's the old one.
Oh, the old one. They gotta get a new one.
It's being replaced. It was last used during 9/11. It's being replaced by a new massive military complex that includes bomb shelters, hospital areas, military installations, missile-resistant steel columns, drone-proof roofing. What's up with that?
I drove by a convoy of military vehicles on my way home yesterday.
Yeah.
Which, that always, some people always like, oh, what's going on now,
Yeah.
But I drive by and they're, they got like these, they're like somewhat bulletproof type deals, and they've got windows, like glass.
Yeah.
And they've got them all cracked open a little bit, getting some air in there. What's wrong with throwing a little AC unit in these things? Like, I'm not, I'm just saying it seems like it would be, especially if you were in one of these vehicles in Florida or
Afghanistan.
Like, I think it would benefit these guys to not be, you know,
Have a little AC.
have a little AC
Be
before you
cool.
get out. You know, you're going to be dehydrated and all hot when you get out to fight. Come on. I think you could throw a little AC unit in these things.
I think that'd be millions less that they could steal.
Oh, millions
Probably.
less to
That's
steal. I
probably what
forgot
it is.
about it.
You
They don't
forgot
need
about
AC. They got windows.
That's what they say. That's what the politicians say. You go fight my battles for me in the heat, bitch. That's what the politicians say.
They got AC on buses now, don't they?
I think so. They do.
That was always hot.
It's a rite of passage. As a kid, you got to suffer.
Yeah,
suffer on the
in
bus in the heat,
Florida,
in
man.
Florida.
It got hot in
Yeah,
buses.
kids can take the heat. You don't even think about it when you're a kid.
I was in the right in the middle of that. You know, I remember many points riding in buses without AC, and
Yeah.
then being a little older and having AC buses. So
Yeah.
I got there right in time to put some AC in them.
So there was no AC in buses back in my day. But then we went on a field trip one time with the teachers. It was a big deal. You had to pay like $20 or something, and they rented Greyhounds. No, they rented charter buses.
Yeah.
And you get on there as like a fourth grader, sit in that nice seat. The air's blowing on you. It was like, this is the
Yeah.
best field trip ever. Riding in style.
Gosh, I had a game in I think Tallahassee for football, and we got some Greyhound buses or something like that, and that was just like, the coolest like 2-day vacation.
I remember
Like the
that,
last
yeah.
concern was the football game because at least for me, I was like, we're living it up. Of course, one of them broke down on the side of the interstate. We had to sit there for like 4 hours waiting for another bus to come pick us up.
Boo.
Then they stopped, and at a gas station and let us all go in. And especially for a private school, I had never seen so much thievery.
Oh my
just,
God.
just because everybody had money, but everything we wanted, you had to be 21 or 18 to get. So everybody went and stole a bunch of a dip and Four Locos and stuff. Oh, we were, and then we were, the coach was pretty cool, and he comes back there. We all got all these. We had brought Four Locos as well, and
Yeah.
then a couple of kids stole some Four Locos from the gas station. We had like 6 of them, and we didn't drink them before the game, but it was, on our way back. We all got, lips of dip in
Yeah.
and cups of Four Locos. And the coach comes back, and we're all kind of fucking freaking out. And we got dips in our mouth. And he's like, yeah, come on. How old are you guys? And we're like 18. He's like, oh, I don't, you got dips in your mouth. I don't care. And we're still freaking out. And he doesn't realize we're freaking out because we all got giant cups of Four Locos. And he's being all cool and kind of trying to hang out with us.
Oh, you got to get the F out of here,
And
coach.
he probably thought we were some real dicks. We're just like, the sooner you get up to the front of the bus, the better.
Yeah.
We don't really want you to see what's going on back here.
Yeah, that was a younger coach guy.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool.
He was pretty cool. I didn't mind him. Not the greatest football coach, but
that was the greatest football game I think I've ever seen.
yeah.
The one in St. Augustine.
Oh yeah.
I have that on tape somewhere.
Somewhere.
It's on it's in one of those cameras down there.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's never been seen, and it probably never will be seen.
Probably not.
Never get around to it. So I was grokking the question, using the AI, using 10,000 gallons of water, and I'm thinking, think about how much bullshit all this climate change thing has been.
Yes.
When they went from climate change, we're all going to die, we need $1 trillion to F climate change. We need data centers that just, create heat and use massive amounts of power and suck up all the water in the universe. It's like one complete 180-degree flip. Nobody's even going to mention how the data centers. Why are you going to build these massive energy-sucking data centers when you're in the middle of the Green New Deal to stop climate change? Just another example of how it's complete and utter bullshit. And now we'll move along.
Yeah, I'm pretty much brought me down to zero with all that. I don't hear a lot about them.
About what?
You know, you'd think that would be in my algorithm more about these data centers because I'm into conspiracies and stuff like that. But I really don't know too much about them or how they're cooled or why they need so much water or what the deal is.
I guess that's a lot of heat when you have. I mean, some of these are like millions of square feet.
Yeah.
Of just servers.
Servers.
I don't know what's up. I don't really understand it.
And I mean, they used to, like they say for, when we went to the moon originally, the computers they had were like the size of a house, but they had about as much technology as a phone.
Yeah.
And it's like, shouldn't we maybe give this a couple years to where maybe we could, till they figure out some way to where these giant data centers could be one room.
Yeah.
Maybe give it a little bit of time.
Or one warehouse as opposed to 4 million, square feet.
Yes. I don't know. Power and AI or some.
All righty. Goodbye.
Oh, man, she got the raw end of the stick the other day with the laughing gas.
I know, I heard.
God, I mean, she's been hyped up about the laughing gas for like a month now. She gets there, they're like, oh, the doctor today doesn't believe in the laughing gas. I mean, she had to get the shot in the mouth.
In a low budget place, the shot in the mouth might be better.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about death.
Well, laughing gas isn't really dangerous.
Some people do die from
People
it.
do die.
They do.
As long as it's not the anesthesia, I think that kills a lot of people.
Yeah, that's worse.
That's the
laughing
worst
gas.
one.
Yeah, but then you got. I mean, you don't have an anesthesiologist. You got a doctor. I mean, you got a dentist. A dentist.
A dentist.
But too bad. She would. Laughing gas is cool.
That is cool.
It's like get some nitrous do a nitrous bar show.
Gosh, I think that really that the scariest thing about that, which I don't think it happens much, and I think it's pretty safe, but there is a chance that you instantly die
Of doing nitrous.
Doing nitrous,
Really?
I think. I don't know if it's nitrous or like a duster, but I'm pretty sure like you can instantly die from nitrous, but it's like 1 in a million people. But that's always worried me, and I don't think I've ever I've hit a duster a couple times in my life, but I've never got which I think the dusters and stuff are way worse for you. I don't think they're nitrous. I think they're just chemicals that restrict your brain.
Yeah.
But
yes, inhaling nitrous. I'm using more and more water.
gosh,
every day.
we're running out of water over here with all this gronking you're doing.
Yes. Inhaling nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas, can kill you. It's not highly toxic in the direct chemical sense like some poisons. The main dangers come from oxygen deprivation. What does that mean? It displaces oxygen in the air you breathe. When people inhale it, they frequently breathe nearly pure N2O or in ways that limit fresh. So as long as you're breathing air.
Yeah.
Like if you go, but then you also take air.
Well, you're not going to get as high because the whole high is not getting oxygen. Like you ever seen Steve-O?
Oh, that's what it is?
You ever seen Steve-O, dude? He was like, I'm like, Jesus didn't want me to breathe. He was like, I'd take a hit and just, I wanted to hold it in as long as I could, and sometimes you'd pass out because you get addicted to holding it in. You don't want to it's so addictive that you don't even want to let it out because the longer you hold it in, the more crazy it gets.
But okay, so you take a hit of nitrous and then how long does that last?
Like I'd say 30 seconds to
that's
a minute.
It? Oh,
yeah.
So you just got to keep doing it?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Oh, I said I was talking yesterday that the owner of the Beef O'Brady's never came in, maybe once a year. One time I was in the office and I took a big rip off the duster. You know, I'd go in there with the clipboard and act like I was doing important stuff. I'm really just hitting the duster in there. And I take a big hit and I walk out the door and the owner's there. And I'm just like, why are you? He sees me and he comes to talk to me. And the whole world, I just like, whoa, whoa. And I'm just like, fucking be normal. Be normal. And, you know, he asked me a couple questions. I just nodded my head and walked away. He never noticed.
Manager of the Beef O'Brady's is on dusters. It says acute asphyxiation and hypoxia. Inhaling concentrated nitrous without enough oxygen can cause rapid unconsciousness, brain damage, or death. This happens if someone uses it in a confined space, like a car, or with a plastic bag over their head. It inhales continuously for too long, or doesn't mix it with air. Sudden unconsciousness leading to secondary death. The death can cause fainting, seizures, paralysis. People have drowned in hot tubs, fallen, hitting their head. Blah, blah. All righty.
Hot tubs.
I guess
dusters and hot tubs. That's only one time ever. That one guy. What was his name from Friends?
Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
That was the ketamine.
You know, I'm not saying Friends was a terrible show.
It's just
I'm
not
just
good.
saying it's probably the most overrated show that's ever
Yeah.
existed.
It was probably fine.
You know, it's so overrated that I don't like it. You know,
Yeah,
like,
it's just too.
like I've watched it and I wasn't like, oh, this is a terrible, terrible show. I'm just like, how do people watch this religiously?
It's
like it's the best show ever.
I don't know. Maybe it was probably the right time period for a bunch of millennials to say, you know, oh, we like to watch Friends and see them adulting. That's when adulting came into fashion.
Seinfeld was definitely better.
Yeah,
I've watched a little bit of that because they've Comedy Central's put that on after the show we do. Either South Park or what was it again? Seinfeld is on Comedy Central after the show, and I'll go out and eat some food and watch whatever's on Comedy Central.
South Park, Seinfeld, two classics.
South Park. Why did they play like the same episodes almost every day? Like we get off
20 years of it.
We get off the show at around 11, and then I'll watch South Park at like 11:30.
Yeah,
and it's always like the same 6 episodes. Man, I'm like, why is it just? I wonder how many they can't play anymore. But I mean, it'll be 11:30, and I'll be out there watching it, and they'll be dropping the F-bomb and everything. I'm like, not the F-U-C-K, but the other one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are they doing that at 11 o'clock in the morning? And nobody cares.
I mean, I think not too long ago, this was even after wokeism, they played the one where they go to the racist museum, and then he goes through the tunnel of racist language.
Yeah.
And they're shouting, the N-word, every racist word there is, and they say it, and it's like, still getting away with it.
Still getting away with it. I wonder if they can. I swear they're still using the J word too. Even
they use that more than anybody.
I don't know. Do you think they're still doing that right now with all that's going on?
I don't know. How many new? They had the new season. It seemed like it was only like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
What happened? They went all right.
I think they got popular because they made fun of Trump, and then Trump said something about him, and everybody was watching, and then it kind of went away. I don't know.
Here's something. Here's Kevin Garnett talking about how refs used to be in the NBA.
Man, them old school refs used to talk crazy to you. Them old refs was like, you know what I'm saying? They used to talk to guys like they could fight. Like Mike Masters would be like, hey, it ain't a foul. And I said, you know what, man? It's a foul. You keep talking that shit. You want to play tonight? Like, you be like, oh, shit, like straight up. Man, Charles Barkley used to talk crazy to the refs, but the refs used to talk just as crazy back.
It ain't none of that
Steve Javy be like, you want to play tonight?
Hey,
You want to
can't
play?
even now,
You be
can't
like, you
even
shut the
look
fuck
at the
up.
ref. You can't look at the ref now.
Man, Steve Javi would look at you and be like, I wish you would look at me, Gary Payton.
Man,
What you looking at, bitch?
Hey,
Man, Gary Payton look back, what you looking at, bitch? I'm looking at you. I'm like, damn. You see that? The ref, man, it was, listen, the ref used to be a real dude. Like Hugh Evans, Hugh Hollins, Dick Bavetta, fucking Mike Mathis, man, these are all real niggas. You saw Joe, when Paul and Al got into it, Joe stuck his head in, hey, shut the fuck up. Y'all remember that?
Right.
Al and P are in a one-on-one. He's talking like, yeah, I'm finna hit you in your head. Joe DeRosa was like, hey, shut the fuck up and play. Like, shut up. Like, man, the ref used to be so hard, nigga. The ref was hard. Joey Crawford. What? Man, Joey Crawford was gangster. Man,
you
Joey
couldn't say nothing to Joey Crawford.
Joey Crawford threw Tim Duncan out because he was laughing. Hey, you out of here. Get the fuck out. And then turned his back on him like this.
Damn, he showed did.
And then Tim was like, what, me?
Tim Duncan of all
Yeah, you,
people.
get the fuck out. And then turned his back. And then looked at the crowd like this. Shit.
Joey Crawford, he showed did.
Man, Joey Crawford was a gangster, boy. And the real cats in the league, like Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Michael Jordan. Man, they used to talk crazy back to these motherfuckers. Yeah, bitch, I'm looking at you.
Right.
What you looking at? I'm looking at you. I was like, damn. Javi, you good? Yeah, I'm good. I throw that motherfucker out. I was like, whoa.
Straight up.
What? I was
Straight
like,
up.
damn, it turned into some real
Oh,
shit.
he got real out here.
Got real quick.
Quick.
That's what Mark Davis be on.
And Marcus, nobody be fucking with Mark.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Mark Davis told me.
Shift the game.
And Mark Davis would be like, what?
Like,
yeah, I
for real.
called it, yeah.
Remember Rondo ran up on Mark?
Man, Mark Davis told Allen Iverson, man, I'll beat your little ass after calling the foul. I said, man, there ain't no foul. He said, yes, it's a foul. Ain't no fucking foul. Boy, I'll beat your little ass. I was like, Mark, what? Listen,
Hey,
we're going into
Mark
some
probably got hands,
Hold on,
too.
right, what?
I think your mom's home.
Does she?
Yeah, but let's see what time is it. I don't think it's too early to take a break though. Oh yeah, it's only 9:30. Okay, so maybe we'll do the. Let me find the Sean Raz song, and when she gets in here, we'll do the Sean Raz song. Let's see what he's got for us this week.
Whew, I drink that Red Bull to make me want to pee a lot. Yeah, I can't.
It takes 90
geez.
seconds for this
This
nasty.
is the wrong one. This is the Karen. My bad. Okay, we're looking for. See, Samurai Pizza Cats.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Samurai Pizza Cats, Ramen Man, featuring Baby Beard.
I'm telling you, they're using joke names now.
Nine
Not
hu-
even trying to be cool.
951 views. 951 views.
Nice.
All right. Are you out there, babe?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, she'll have to miss the ramen. The ramen.
I think she'll be all right.
The Samurai Pizza Cats. Yeah. Sean Raz may be scraping the bottom of the barrel. I don't know. We shall see. I don't know what to say. Why?
They're on LSD, right?
I don't even. Why are you making a song about ramen? I mean, the music isn't horrible.
It's not.
Is that
It's about to kick in some vocals,
Is that your niche? Your niche is weird metal.
I'm kind of hating it. I hate the new K-pop act like a cat stuff.
This is hard. This is rock, Trace. These guys are rocking hard. This is terrible. This is terrible. I don't know. This is. I was watching. Your mom and I were watching. We were looking through the documentaries, and we saw some stuff like Steely Dan, the making of Asia, which was one of the Steely Dan's a group you probably never heard of.
I've heard of it.
Okay, and so we watched that, and it was like they were a band. They didn't like to tour, so they just used studio musicians.
Yes.
And it was the two guys who were the brainchild, and it was interesting. They should bring in all these studio musicians, and they're showing it. And I was, we were listening to that old music, and then we got into it, and we watched the Fleetwood Mac deal, and I'm thinking, there's no music like there used to be.
No.
It's like, where are you gonna find it? I'm sure you could find it on somewhere, online, but there's never going to be mainstream mega groups who of brilliant musicians who rise to the top because they're brilliant and they put forth this music that moves you and stirs your soul. That's
it's
gone.
long
That's
gone.
out of here.
I haven't heard anything like that in 10 years.
I mean, like we were watching that Steely Dan thing. We're like, man, these guys are good. They just know how to write songs, really great songs. And it's like, now,
You know what something really weird is to me? A weird feeling I always get is when, it's been 6 months, maybe to a year, where I've heard a song that I'm like really into. And it's just weird to think about what's going to be the next song that really gets me.
yeah.
And slowly it's happening less and less, and I'm like, is there going to come a point to where I'm never going to hear a song, one of those songs that I ride around in the car fucking jamming to?
Yeah.
I mean, the last two were Impossible by, what was that guy? Who said it's impossible?
Oh,
Tizo Touchdown, and then a little bit on that NLE Choppa deal. That was pretty got me, but it was nowhere near as good as Impossible by Tizo Touchdown. That one got me. But those are the only two songs that I was like, man, this is good. The Bruno Mars songs are like.
I think that's a good. I mean, I'm happy with that kind of music. I've seen them live.
Who?
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
They can play. They can dance. They can. Bruno can sing that song, and we were all going were you with us at the Strawberry Festival?
I don't think.
Okay,
maybe
we were driving, and that song comes on, and the kids are singing it, and we're singing it, and it's like that. That's the only song I can think of in the last year or two.
Yeah.
A lot of just crappy music, and now we got
this.
Samurai Pizza Cats featuring Baby Beard, Ramen Man. This is just sad. This is going to Mars, Trace. Going to Mars.
We're not gonna make it how Sean Raz stumbled upon this.
Yeah, I think we need
Is this Sean Raz's algorithm?
I think we need to capture his hard drive. This is, I mean, yeah, he's doing bad things to this music, and I don't know if it's to the girls or I think it's the whole
he
thing.
needs to start drinking again.
He needs to start drinking. I hate to say this. We were proud of you, Sean, but you got to hit the sauce. Thing like over in Korea. I was gonna say Ramen Man is just like this is gonna just blow up, but it's only got like 9,000 views, right?
Yeah, I thought you said 900.
900.
I mean, he's really.
And these girls, they seem like they might be some kind of K-pop deal, but nobody's. But if they were really K-pop, they'd be getting
more views.
1 million views. They got 900 views.
This is underground K-pop.
This is
just what I was looking for.
See, those girls are like Demon Jones in Korea.
Yeah,
that's what it is. This is
Demon. I bet Demon Jones would pop a cap in our ass if we were comparing him to these Asian girls.
He would. we can save the last 30 seconds for your mom.
No, there we go. She's gonna love this.
What is it?
It's Samurai Pizza Cats featuring Baby Beard, called Ramen Man.
Ramen. Is that about Trace?
Ramen Man, yeah. And Lynn Cook's growing on me, Trace.
Fun of that?
The hook's growing on me.
Yeah, I knew it would. You like that right there. See that, like that picture?
Yeah.
That's what you like your bands to look like.
I have my poster on my wall of this picture. That.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was. 951,000, Trace. Almost a million. Oh,
he was way off.
Samurai Pizza Cats. So it's like, is it? Who's that? I guess they're the girls. Is he Baby Beard?
I would think he's Baby
Ramen
Beard.
Man,
What?
right? Those girls wouldn't be Ramen Man.
No, the Samurai Pizza Cats and Ramen. Wait. Ramen Man's a song.
We'll never figure it out. None of it makes sense.
It's not worth.
Doesn't make sense from top to bottom.
Not even worth figuring out at all. Well, Sean, thank you. I guess Ramen Man. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
you know what he'll be listening to later.
Oh, absolutely, with no pants on.
No pants on, Ramen Man.
Ramen Man. Maybe saying covered in lies. Covered in lies.
I don't know.
But what he's talking about ramen.
Does he
talk about
Why do you
ramen?
think he's
I
talking
didn't
about
comprehend
ramen?
any
He was
of that
eating
song.
ramen earlier in the video, and he's called Ramen Man. I don't know.
Well, that would mean every song would be about ramen.
No, he's not song. The song is called Ramen Man.
All right.
Oh,
So it has to be. I don't understand.
It's a
it.
lot to comprehend.
It's not worth it. We're just gonna
Just gonna move on.
move on.
Move
I mean, interesting, Sean. Oh, we can do that. We can do. Let's see. We got time to do the Indian professor.
I got my good bathroom
Alright.
story. I'm just.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I could tell it with the fullness of my bladder right now. So
Go-
maybe should I go pee?
Yeah.
Go pee.
I'll be right back.
Go pee. Isn't that a
Go poo. There was Goku. Was what's the name of that show? Oh, come on.
You know.
Dragon Ball
Dragon Ball Z.
And Trace is always watching Dragon Ball Z, and it's to me, it's so horrible. It's there's no.
Wasn't that the one with all the yelling?
And it'd
Lots
be
of
like
yelling? The kids watching.
oh, it's a lot of yelling, and the yelling would go on for a long time, and it'd be like Goku would be going like this, and with this expression and it would go on for like 30 seconds, and then the other guy, the bad guy would go, oh, and it was just terrible. Just a horrible show. I don't really get the whole deal,
Yeah.
but Goku, and then I don't know why would Trace. It's a weird story. When Trace was young. Another bathroom story. When Trace was young, and
Oh God.
when he was young and he was in his early days of learning how to go poo, he would go poo by himself. He's potty trained finally, and then he would bang the toilet lid on the tank, bang, 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 bang. And that meant he had to come wipe him.
Yeah. Bang bang.
And what would I say? What would I say? Go poo. Do you need some help?
Yes.
Oh, and
'cause
he
I
hated
like Dragon Ball Z.
And
when
he
I was a
hated me
little
doing.
kid.
And he hated me doing that. Calling him go poo.
Go poo.
You
Now it's
know,
go pee.
Was it Dragon Ball Z and too much Ninja Turtles that made me like I am today? From a family that nobody in the entire family would ever want to get into a physical altercation. And just my whole life, I'm always looking for some physical altercation. Did I get brainwashed by too much Ninja Turtles as a child? I was a huge Ninja Turtles fan and always wanted to fight. And I remember at one point, I was like, I wish I had a clone so I could fight myself all day. That was like when I was 6 years old.
Who would win if you could?
You used to always tell me that we would punch each other's hands and feet because it'd be the same person.
Be thinking the exact same strategy.
We'd both knock each other out at the exact same time.
Clone fights. That would be interesting.
Oh.
Lauren says he's still learning.
Oh, I got the best going in the bathroom story though. We went fishing, and I dropped they all went to get ice cream. I don't eat ice cream, so I was like, while you guys do that, I'll go get some gas and go to the bathroom at the gas station, drop you off. I go to the gas station, gas up, and seems like every bathroom now somebody's pooping in. It's like the last 15 bathrooms I've been to that I've had to go to the bathroom, somebody's pooping in there. So I'm just like, fuck it, and I go pick them up, and we're heading home, and there's not much on the way home, but we do pass the Camp a While that you talk about where I used to go fishing with my grandma.
Where I used to hang out when I was a teenager.
And there's a marathon right there. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is my chance to poop. And I, pull in, I go in there.
Oh wait, is this where the guy edged you out?
What? What?
You said you were waiting one time at a bathroom, and then some other guy came and got in. And snuck
No,
in.
he
It's a
didn't.
different story.
I thought
Okay.
you were meant he was edging me in the bathroom.
At the glory hole at the
Glory, I
marathon
was
by
like,
Camp.
I'm now, I have my family with me. I'm not stopping by at the glory hole at the marathon. But I go into this bathroom, and I guess it's got the automatic sensor that turns the light on.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of an old dark bathroom. But I go and I sit down and I go to the bathroom, and as soon as I start going, number 2, the light turns off. And I'm telling you, this bathroom, like, you can't see. I mean, it is pitch black in this. You can't see your And so I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, oh, what is the, I'm like, I can't wipe my ass in the complete darkness. What am I going to do? So I'm sitting there thinking for a second. I'm like, all right, digging my pockets. And I'm like, the only time I don't have my phone or a lighter or anything. And I'm like, I have a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, there's nothing can't use that for anything. So I'm just like, what do I do? And so, but then finally I'm like, oh, I bet it's a motion sensor. So I'm sitting there on the toilet and I start doing this number. And the light turns on. I'm like, yes, it's on a 3-second delay. So I literally have to go like this, grab the toilet paper, wipe, and then it turns off halfway through my wipe. And then I got for the next one, I gotta sit there and I gotta go like this again. I had to do that 15 times to finish pooping. I'm just doing this.
Oh
and
my God.
At one point I was yelling at it, but hey! But it was a motion sensor, not a voice activated. So I'm doing that, wiping, doing this. Oh my God! I felt like a fucking idiot.
They got you on camera.
No, they don't, because it was in the dark. Yeah, it was completely dark. And I mean, 3 seconds is just not long enough to do anything. So I'm actually even having to fold up the paper towel or the toilet paper, get it ready. Set it on top, do my thing in the dark, and then try and wipe. Oh my God, it was the worst bathroom experience I've ever had.
And the moral to the story is?
There's no moral to it. Don't go to the fucking marathon bathroom by Campbell Wild's. The moral of the story.
Always take your phone with you. Every store you go into.
I do. Every time.
I always make myself. I'm like, oh, I left my phone. I'm going to go ahead and get it because that'll be the one time the store gets robbed and I am nothing. I got nothing to help me myself.
I mean, I don't worry that much about things, but I do take every time I seem to go into a store without my phone.
You need it.
It's like my card will get declined and I need to transfer money on my phone. I'm like, oh, my phone's in my fucking car. Now I got to go do that. It's always a pain. Oh, I hate it. But yeah, that was a lot of effort to take a poo, and it had to be in the darkest bathroom that there ever was. Like, I mean, I sat there for a few minutes, just like.
Maybe my eyes will adjust.
No, it wasn't.
No?
It wasn't. There was nothing to adjust to. So I'm like, that's not going to get any better. And I just was brainstorming on how I'm going to resolve the situation. It was terrible.
Well, at least you figured it out. Figured out the light coming on.
I'm pretty sure I could wipe myself in the dark easily.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't see the fucking toilet paper in front. I mean, I was completely blind. I mean, maybe I could have wiped it a little bit, but you never know. I'm going to just have to wipe 30 times before I know if I'm clean or not.
You got to wipe extra.
Yeah.
Extra.
That's
why I never go to those places. I don't the worst thing for me is, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. I stop, and it's one of these places with one bathroom.
Yeah.
And you go, and somebody's pooping in there. It's always somebody pooping. I'm not hanging out at the 7-Eleven.
In the poop line?
Or the marathon waiting. Like you go to Circle K and they got like 3, I get a stall and 2 urinals. That's where that's where I go.
If you got to poo, I don't like people.
No, I don't go poo when I'm delivering flowers. I just go pee.
Yeah, I'm not going. I hate going poo when there's somebody else in there. Like the one time I had to stop at the rest stop on the way here in the morning.
Poopathon.
And just, your foot's fucking 3 feet from the other guy or 2 feet from the other guy, and you're just both ripping it up.
Yeah,
like,
that's not cool. It's not
this
cool
is
at
real
all.
weird. I don't like pooping next to people.
I don't blame you.
Camp a While, the last place where they let you have a tab.
Yeah, those days are gone.
All his kids had tabs there. Put it on my tab.
Yeah, I wonder
Hey,
how
Donna,
many
you
of
need to
those
pay
went
your tab.
unpaid.
Probably a lot of them. I always paid mine.
My dad, when he had the beverage drive-thru, and there was behind the beverage drive-thru, there was this like a little industrial area where a bunch of dirtbag mechanics and welders and stuff. They're all pretty trashy, and they'd beg for tabs, and you'd run them a tab, and then it start getting up to be back in the day like $60-$70, and you're like, you have to really get on them to pay.
Hey, Jimmy, you got to pay that
Come on,
tab.
man. It's getting up there, buddy.
Oh man, it's got to be no fun.
Then you go back there, and Jimmy'd be working on one of our cars, and they go back there. When are you gonna get that car done, Jimmy? He'd be like back there drinking. They're just sitting around drinking.
Yeah.
That's all they ever did was sit around drinking. It's like, man, you ain't never gonna fix my car.
I miss. I wish I was born in the wrong time, man. It's fucking
Trace would have been in hog heaven back there.
drinking beers and not working on cars. Sounds like a great job.
Yeah. And then they'd work on them when they needed money to pay their tab.
But really,
Better get this car done so I
Yep.
can pay my tab.
drinking's not that fun when you do have work to do. You drink a couple beers and you're like,
Nah.
Well, the Mexicans got it right. They start early in the morning, and that's why they're always taking a siesta around noon because they've been drinking. They're like 3 beers deep by the time it hits noon. You got to take a little nap after drinking that early.
A lot of cultures throughout the world take afternoon naps.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we're the only, like America, got to work.
Yeah.
How about, boys, everybody in the world knows that sometimes around 1 o'clock, it's like you just can't do anything. You just you get taken over.
Can't keep my eyes open. I remember that feeling when I worked in an office.
It's almost like highway hypnosis in a
my
car.
God,
You're just like,
it's awful. I was just like, I can't even I do this, It's like I can't even keep my eyes open for 5 seconds. I have to shut them. Sean says he sent a quick 9-minute Karen.
Quick 9-minute Karen.
Quick. That's not too quick.
We don't have time for that right now. Maybe at the end of the show we can do that. I was going to see if you remember this, babe. Here's radio back in the day, Trace. They used to play stuff like this. We play live stuff all the time. They don't play live stuff anymore. No,
I've never even heard.
Never hear a live version of nothing anymore.
But hold on, this song has a little introduction to it. It ain't supposed to be sad, though you might feel it that way. It's a song about desperation.
Have you ever heard this, babe?
Where's
Jay Gal's band.
Oh, yeah.
They used to play this all the time on the radio.
Every now and then we do get desperate. This is a song about L-O-V-E, and if you abuse it, you're gonna lose it, and if you lose it, you're gonna abuse it, and if you abuse it, you ain't gonna be able to choose it, because you ain't gonna have it further on down the line. Things ain't gonna be so fine. You're gonna be sitting there on your little machine, trying to look and keep it clean. You're gonna be playing bingo all night all alone. That's why you're sitting there by the telephone, and you know that she ain't going to call you.
Used to play this on the radio, Trace. Middle of the day. 90, what was it, 95? What was 95? Why 95?
YNF.
Yeah, 95 YNF.
So you put on the TV and you're watching Johnny Carson segueing right into the Tomorrow Show, but that don't got to go, so you turn it off, you turn on the radio don't seem to get the click, so you say, hey man, I can't look at the split. You start to open up a little book and there's something there you got to overlook, you say, baby, you know there's something on my mind. You say, baby, there's something on my mind. I know that you're home and I know you ain't all alone. So you start walking over to a house. You get over to a house, you walk over to a door, you start pounding on the door. You say, open up the door, bitch, it's Woofa Goofa with the green teeth.
We used to play this on the radio, Trace.
Can
Can you believe this is like all that? Like this was a hit.
I'd tune in, man.
It's something different though.
What they're
I
playing on
listen to it every time.
the radio in the morning. If I put the radio on, it's just embarrassing on the way here about what they're talking. It's like they're just not even making sense and laughing at nothing.
What do you
man.
listen to? The Joe Show or
94.9 or 93.3?
94.9? That's like he's just some intern, some girl.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's terrible.
Let me in.
It's 19. what
Well,
is
she
this?
opens up the door and then you just
1976.
kind of walk up to her and say, baby. You look up way up at her green mascara and you say, oh, my darling, You know, her and me was at the party as friends. Do not believe what they say. That's only gossip that they're telling you down the wisecracker line. You say, darling. Take your big curls and just squeeze them down, Rotumba. What's the name of that chick with the long hair?
Rapunzel.
That's right. Hey, Rapunzel. Hey, Reputa. Reputa the Buta. Hey, Reputa the Buta. Clip me down your hair. Let me climb up to the
Pewter Laputa Trace. That's what we were listening to in 1976. Pewter Laputa.
light of your love. Because it's a wolf of groove is saying to you. Love comes once, and when it comes, you better grab it fast.
I remember my
sometimes
brother
let it grab-
always saying that.
What?
Reputa.
Yeah, I used to say it too. Pewter.
Yeah, I don't
Pewter
know.
Laputa.
Damn ain't gonna last, and I believe I must have. You know, I think I must have. You know, baby, I think I must have. You know, I think I must have. I must have got lost.
The good old days. Reputa Laputa. Not the garbage they got on the air now.
Trash.
It's such trash. It's so bad. It's embarrassing.
Man, you know that multi-million-dollar house they're building by. I told you they're building by my house, and they own like all the businesses in Bushnell and Webster. I think they're running out of money. I don't know if they,
Can't finish the house?
I don't know if they can finish. It's almost finished, and they already, got the loan and everything. I think it was like $2.5 million
That happens to houses.
to build the house.
They'll end up sitting there because they ran out of money.
But they I think they got the loan for that, but they got $400,000 worth of upgrades in the house.
How do you know?
I know things. Don't worry about it. And they don't seem to be able to pay that. And they owe just like millions of. They have like 50 businesses, and they owe like $1 million in taxes.
Wow.
And there's an epic gym they own out by our house that was supposed to open 2 months ago, and it's all built. And
Are
it's-
they foreigners? Are they?
Yeah,
foreigners?
yeah. And that's still not built. I think they're a little in over their heads with all the
Yeah,
thought they had a little
sounds
bit
like
too
it.
much money.
Yeah, some people don't know how to manage their money.
Why did you just build $1 million house, man? Come on.
Just don't build a few things and
Don't build a-
finish a couple of them.
Build a $600,000 house.
Yeah.
I think they got in trouble because the roof got ripped off of their one of their gas stations during the hurricane. And now somebody's finally complaining about it because it looks terrible.
They never fixed it.
Well, how some places have like almost like a plastic thing around the top of their roof at a gas station. It's
Yeah.
hard to explain, but I guess under there the roof was just fucking shit, and that part got ripped off, so it looks like it
Trashy.
looks real trashy. And I guess people have been complaining, and it's a whole ordeal. And yeah, I don't know if they can pay for it. They're gonna be able to finish their house.
Man.
And I was telling Lauren, I was like, I think we should go squat there.
Yeah, there you go. Squatting's where it's
Squatting
at.
a $3 million house.
Go get
I'm
those.
about it.
Go get those rights or whatever.
Yeah,
that
get the
girl.
right, pay their taxes, and get the
Yeah,
rights to their
see how-
house.
see how that worked
I'll
out
be
for
like,
her.
yeah, I saw it on YouTube. I
got
have
the paperwork.
I got the paperwork.
I don't
Yeah,
know- I
but
don't know.
that house wasn't abandoned. This one is.
Yeah,
I don't know if that works out too much in Florida. Like it
I don't
might-
think so.
like it
There's
might
a
in
lot of things that
California.
don't work out in Florida that they do in like California and stuff
No,
like that.
there was one a few years back that I remember in Zephyr Hills. It was in the foreclosures, and I got a hold of the person that owned it and called him, and because I was like, that's in foreclosure?
Yeah.
Do you want to sell it? And they're like, oh my God, they're like, we live up north, and it was our parents' house or whatever, and we've been having to come to Florida 4 different times now because we got people that squatting in it that won't move out, and they were going through that whole
That's a
ordeal
nightmare.
of trying to get them out of that house.
Well, the COVID
They're
thing.
like, they said we already have someone that's buying it, and we can't get these people out of it.
Stupidest thing ever. It seemed like
Yeah.
it should be easy, so easy to prove and so easy to get done. Okay, we're calling the sheriff, and he's going to get these people out of my
Yeah,
house.
get the fuck out. And that's what you tell them. If you don't get your stuff out by the end of the day, we're putting locks on these doors, and you're going to lose all your shit.
What is it? Like when people were sneaking out of like Home Depots with like $1,000 worth of shit in their shopping carts.
Yeah.
Like I never actually considered doing that, but I was like, man, why wouldn't you do that? You know. But I think if you were, I didn't know if you were to do that in Florida, you're going right to fucking jail during that whole time. I didn't know it was like
California,
state by state, you know, and the different states like that doing it.
Yeah, Lauren says they have to pay the amount owed for the upgrades by Friday, or else it'll be locked up. Huh? Beaver Smell Like Tuna has been working on a house in Siesta Key for 2 years, still not done, and it's on the market for $29 million.
$29 million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Who's been doing what? He's been working on it, like building it himself for him to live in?
No.
Oh, I was like, you better cheer some motherfucking
Yeah,
bits
like,
right
hey,
now.
come
You gotta
on, man.
Build a $20 million house. I'm like, I need at least $1 million bits right now.
Throw $1 million bits at our way. Come on.
Painting it.
All right.
You could still throw $1 million bits our way, Beaver.
Oh
my God.
$29 million house. It's insane.
That's
That's a big. I mean, that's a way big house.
That's a giant mansion on the beach, right?
just to paint it, you could buy
buy a new
another
house.
for what it would cost to paint something.
Paint
like that.
things is expensive, man.
Like a few years ago when they built that house, I think it was on Davis Island, the biggest house.
Yeah.
Was it Jeter's house?
Yeah.
Was that like 40 million or whatnot like that? So that was the biggest house, like in Tampa, I think at the time.
Yeah.
They were the most expensive. So that's $29 million.
I've heard it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah.
I remember
That's what they're going for.
Back in the day, your friend's dad had the most expensive house in Pasco County.
Yeah.
And now
He got left in the dust.
He got left in the dust. Or like the first $1 million house in Pasco County or something.
Yeah, you know, fun to go play at that house as a kid.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of toys they had.
You know, they had, their normal garage connected to their house with like $100,000 cars in it. Back in the day, $500,000 cars now. But then, they had a 6-car garage, and they'd open it up, and you're just like, oh, they have everything ever in here. I mean, I'm talking, 5 dirt bikes, 5 4-wheelers, 5 go-karts, jet skis, every remote control car, plane, anything you could ever think. I mean, it was just insane.
I'm surprised you didn't just move in with them.
I know, I should have. We did stay in the
Did you guys
guest
do
house.
much on the lake there? I mean, they had that double-decker deck.
Yeah, I mean, he had a jet boat, a regular boat, all that. We go tubing and wakeboarding and all that stuff, fishing on their double-story dock and destroying their guest house once. that was, you got to put that on them a little bit. I think it was after we all went to Hallow Scream. And then the next day we had a football game. So all the football players, for some reason, came over to his house. But he stayed in his room. And then they locked me and like 4 or 5 of the worst behaved kids on the whole team in this guest house. And we're just, this one kid had brought a water bottle with this much vodka in it and a Valium because he had bad knees.
Did you chop the Valium up?
We chopped the Valium up and split it 5 ways and then took a half shot each of this liquor. And then the one kid goes into the bathroom to pee and looks in the closet, and he just walks out with 2 handles of alcohol. It's like the bathroom's full of liquor. And before then we were like, man, we can't smoke any cigarettes or anything. And halfway through the first bottle, we're just sitting on the couch in this we're like 17 just smoking cigarettes. By the night, everybody's throwing up everywhere. It was out of control. You know, I don't
Did you
think
get busted?
Yeah, and then of course I left my cell phone there.
Oh.
So now, I don't even know if their dad, he had so many maids, I don't even know if the dad ever noticed. I came there the next day to look for my phone, and there's 2 maids in there cleaning up throw up and stuff, and they're like,
oh, they didn't clean
then
up their throw up?
no, in there, like, here's your cell phone, sir. I'm like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
I don't even think he ever noticed.
Ink Spike says, did your friend grow up to be as successful as his dad?
No, all the kids, they had 3 kids and 2 stepkids, and they all still to this day are mooching off of him.
I knew he joined the military for a while.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
He was soft.
Yeah, he was
He was super soft.
Super soft. He joined the military, though, and he got skinny for a while.
Yeah.
I think he's putting it on a little bit back on now. But now he got the Ozempic. Maybe he'll lose it again.
Yeah, Ozempic it up. All right, let's take a break. Let's take a quick break and be right back with more ClusterF.
Have come to that conclusion is not because I'm any smarter than anybody else, but do you know how much of the world's heroin was produced in Afghanistan in the last year of Taliban rule, 2000?
Not too much.
0. None. They didn't grow any, not only did they not grow any heroin poppy in 2000, they were a net food exporter to Iran and to Pakistan. And as soon as we took over, it was all about the heroin.
So the idea that it's, that's quite amazing. That is a quite amazing statistic.
Terrible.
Does anyone in a meeting where these plans were formulated say, we're the United States, like we can't flood other people's countries with heroin? That's just so immoral.
I never sat in a meeting like that. The meetings were all about how do we win? How do we get a leg up? How do we implement the policy that we want whatever country to follow? That was it.
But if you intentionally flood other people's countries with heroin, it's kind of hard to tell yourself you're the good guy. Like that's...
Oh, Tucker, that was something that I struggled with for at least half of my career at the CIA. We're supposed to be the good guys. So why are we doing so much of this? I just never understood it.
And what do you think the answer is?
The answer was that I had stars in my eyes, that I was not fully understanding of realpolitik.
That you're a liberal. Well, I'm not a liberal at all.
Yeah,
and I find that disgusting. I find it disgusting. I don't want my government to be involved in any way in heroin trafficking.
No, nor do I.
And I also don't know why Russia's our enemy, but big picture. But even if there was a good reason to have Russia as an enemy, I still wouldn't be for flooding their cities with heroin.
Right after the Russians invaded Ukraine, I was one of 7 journalists, independent journalists who were invited to lunch with the Russian ambassador in Washington. And what he wanted was our ideas on how the U.S. and Russia could continue to cooperate diplomatically even during a time of war. And I said, I was actually proud of what I said. I went prepared. And I said, the U.S. and Russia have identical interests in counterterrorism, counterproliferation, and counter-narcotics.
Yeah.
We should never stop cooperating on those 3 issues. And I said, and you know what? There's a 4th thing. I said, Your Excellency, when you arrest a female American basketball player and give her a draconian 10-year sentence for having a little bit of weed oil, it's a bad look. That was the only time he got angry. And he said, do you have any idea how many Russians are in American prisons? 1,500. I know that it's 1,500 because I have to send my staff out to visit them. So if you want to talk about not arresting people, talk to your own government about it. Well, frankly, I would see that as an opportunity.
Yeah.
That's yet another thing on which we should be engaged with the Russian government. And we're not. And it doesn't matter who's in the White House, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican. We just have this idea that the Russians are bad, 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 and we shouldn't be cooperating with them. I'll tell you another thing. My former wife was also a senior CIA officer. And as recently as like 2017, she said to me, the Russians are the gravest threat that the United States has ever faced. And I'm like, what newspapers are you reading? Because I know these people and they want to work with us. They're not going to roll over for us, but they want to be engaged diplomatically.
The
And we just
gravest
won't
threat
do
in
it.
what way?
In what way?
Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget to hang tomorrow night. Hang tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Gonna get down this new favorite segment with the Indian professor who likes to talk smack about Indians.
Oh, she's gonna love it. Man, I was talking about how much when I worked back at Beefs and how much I loved it, and there was no real boss or nobody that ever came around, and then they sold it. And
it sucked.
And it sucked so bad. I quit so quick. It was going all right, and I was still getting my overtime and everything. And the boss calls me in the office, the new boss who's there all the time. And he's like, I've been looking at, all this hours. And he's like, man, you work a lot of overtime. And when he said that, I'm like, I was very impressed and almost smiling. I was like, yeah, I'm a pretty hard worker, and I thought he was complimenting me.
Yeah.
And he's like, this isn't good at all.
This is not acceptable.
He's like, this is too, and we're spending too much money on you. And, you're going to have to not work any overtime anymore. And I think I quit about 6 seconds after that. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, that's how I make all my money. I'm going to go from making, $600 a week to $700 a week to what? $400? Yeah. I can't pay any of my bills with that. I quit. And then I dumbly signed a bunch of papers.
Signed papers.
It was the last papers I ever signed. I was like, I'm never doing that again. Why did I sign papers after I quit?
Because they know they can get young people
Such
that don't
an
know.
idiot. It was like I don't even know what kind of papers they were, but I signed them.
That you can't work at another Beefs in the area.
Yeah, which was my plan almost.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked. So I get a job at Bonefish, and that sucked worse.
How long did you work there?
At Bonefish, like 1 year. The worst part about working at Bonefish was my friend got me the job. So there was a couple times I was like, fuck this, I'm walking out. And then I was like, but I'm making my friend who got me the job look bad if I do that. So I couldn't do it. But eventually I did quit because it sucked ass. Oh, there you go. Oh, good job. You fixed it.
All right. Guess I won't touch it. I won't touch it for the rest of the show. Here's Indian professor Jay Abandari. He's talking smack about Indians.
fairness. Now, these are all European concepts. You think that these are parts
Fairness.
of
You share in that?
firmament. They aren't. The concepts like fairness, justice, trust, empathy, and impartiality are completely alien concepts to the Indian mind. They cannot differentiate between right and wrong. They simply can't differentiate between what is right and wrong. They do not have the concepts, the Western value concepts that you think are a part of the natural existence. They aren't. Human rights is a Western concept that is incomprehensible to Indians. They fail to understand personal space and respect for the individual. Speaking to them about rights, even negative rights, I'm not talking about positive rights, even about negative rights only leads to confusion. So here is the foundational principle to understanding India. It is an amoral, irrational society devoid of values. Any values you try to instill will slip off like a water off a duck's back. So here is the problem with Indians. You cannot teach.
This guy's a self-hating Indian.
He is.
Wonder why he.
I heard he killed himself.
Yeah.
Anything good until the foundations of morality, rationality, causality, and other Western values have first been laid in their minds. How would you do that job? I don't know how you can do it. Without these foundations, the fruit of the Western civilization only serve to turn their hedonistic tendencies into something more malevolent.
Okay. And then for some reason, this isn't just me, like on Twitter, people are saying, why am I being flooded with all these videos of Indians drowning?
What?
Are you getting flooded with that?
No.
So it's not just me. So I've been seeing a lot of these Indian, and they're all just bizarre. Like, why would you? I think this guy's diving headfirst into a 1 foot deep pool. And you watch the people always when the Indian people are drowning. Nobody tries to help him. They're just like, he's drowning.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so he. See, it's like 2 feet deep.
Oh, yeah,
and
nobody's helping
He
him.
dumps. So he landed on his head, so he's done. He's out. Broke his neck probably. And he's like,
what do I do?
Is that the no morals thing?
possibly. Look, he sits back down. Yeah.
So that's not a.
All right, pause
human,
it real quick.
That's not just a human thing to pick someone's head up out of the water.
I don't
to,
know. All right, let's
have to be raised with
say I
morals.
either got a friend or a girlfriend that I hate, and I want to break up or kill them, or my friend is just a real douche, and we used to be friends. I don't like him anymore, and I'm that guy, right there, and this guy jumps in, hits his head, and he's floating right there. Am I obligated to help him if I don't like him? Am I going to get charged with anything for not saving this guy if I despise him?
Are there laws on the books that say?
Yeah, he's
that
a
he could be
coworker
charged?
I hate that I work with, and he just jumped into a 2 foot pool and knocked himself out. Am I responsible for saving him, or can I watch him drown because I dislike him a lot?
There's not a lot of laws about that. I don't think there's a lot of Good Samaritan laws that say you got to help people. I don't know. And you could always you could think, I thought he was just kidding. I thought he was holding his breath.
Yeah, I thought he was
So you just
playing around.
Wait around until you think it's long enough for him to drown. Then you go, oh. And then you pretend
What
to help
about?
him.
I was afraid to touch anybody because people sue people when they help them sometimes. So.
I don't know. That would fly.
I don't know if that'll fly.
Well, he's finally gonna go over. Nope. Nope.
Here, take his body out.
Is he alive? I don't know.
don't
You know, maybe
that
they
he-
thought he was faking.
But who would let someone lay there that long thinking they're faking?
See, we got drowning. We got my mother drowning video.
Big Kahuna says government propaganda to desensitize you to Indians before the push to eliminate H-1B visas. Well,
I think
blame
that-
it on the guy.
Well, I don't know what that meant.
I don't either.
Like, what did it say again? Government propaganda to desensitize you to Indians. Oh, before push to eliminate H1. What's the H1? I thought H1 visas was bringing the Indians in.
I'm confused when I go to the Wesley Chapel Park. When I take the kids there,
Why?
there's always at least 100 people with burqas on there.
Yeah.
Just everybody there's got a burqa on. It was like 90 degrees out. And I guess it's a lady, you know, because I can't tell. But just the eye holes and a big black burqa. I'm like, you got to be fucking cooking in that
Yeah.
thing. Like, I'm hot just in regular clothes, man.
Are you saying not just the head covered, it's just the eye holes?
Just the eye holes.
Man,
you
that
know?
pisses me off. My mom said she saw someone like that in the doctor's office. That pisses
Yeah.
me off. It's like, I don't want that in my country. That's not our culture, and I don't think you should be allowed to wear it.
That the culture of women having to cover up from head to toe is backwards. We don't believe here in America. We believe women should not have to cover their bodies from head to toe, and
Why are you coming here?
we don't. Yeah, and I think it's perfectly acceptable to say we don't want that here. In Europe, they have banned the burqa, the one with just the eye hole.
Yeah.
And they should.
So in America, we should do the same thing.
I mean,
a bunch of bullshit.
I'm coming around to your guys' side on it a little bit, just because of how sketchy this person looked at the park. You know, I'm like, is this somebody who's gonna,
Who knows, right?
just a normal white guy that's a fucking, pedophile that's dressed up like that, that's waiting around to snatch up a kid, because nobody
Could
can
be
tell who
that.
the fuck they are.
Exactly.
And that was the only thing sketching me out a little bit. I'm like, who is this? You have no idea who it is. If they snatch some kid up, you got no. It was a guy in a black burqa. I have no idea what he looked like.
Right. But, they've conned them through religion that it's part of their religion. So that women, it's like, well, all religion is made to keep women down. So we know that's what that's for, is to keep women down. There's no
Obviously.
reason. Nobody in the Bible wore that, did they? Anybody
No.
in the Bible?
Well, this is Islam, but
No, but did they?
no, in the
They're
Bible,
just-
no.
Yeah, they're just, brainwashed that it's part of their religion. And it's not. It's just to keep you down. So did you not leave your country to get away from that?
Well, her
No?
husband,
You
her
left
husband, her
your-
husband did. Her husband left to get away from stuff, but he
something.
wants her to keep.
He
He wants to keep her down.
Yeah. I don't want you going to the American culture and thinking you're all uppity now.
Yeah. So we're
So
just
fuck you.
we're just giving our
fucking
country
women that wear that shit.
giving our country away, man. Here, I know, Trace. You're always looking for a fight, buddy.
I do not want to fight at all.
Oh, okay.
I really don't. It's too old to get into a fight. Got too much gout.
Oh, good.
So tell me what you think about this reaction. Okay, so this guy's playing pool with his girl. And there's a
Guy playing
there's
darts
a,
behind
there's a
him.
drunk guy with his half his shirt up.
Yeah, what's up with that guy?
He's at the bar.
Is that the guy that's gonna cause a problem? I'm
yeah,
guessing.
Yeah. He's staggering around. Look how drunk he is, and he's like, "Hey, mama."
Oh, this is. That is my reaction
that what
right
you're
there.
doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm waiting for that ass grab from some drunk asshole all the time for the free shot. I mean, you're good, right?
That girl doesn't even know what's going on. She's still looking at her phone or something.
I think she got hit in the face by the stick when the big guy walked by.
We
Watch.
need to back it up. Back it up.
Back it up.
I mean, that's a clean punch to the face, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, but there's. I mean,
He's just a
it's
drunk.
so unnecessary. I mean, this guy's big. He might have killed this guy. Does this guy to get deserved because he goes right back on his head and he gets punched like a ton of bricks.
I mean,
is that what does that deserve that?
You know he's just a drunk. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is if you don't know what you're doing, doesn't give you the right to, do shit to people. But you could just go up and say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
That looks like drunk Kim.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not drunk enough to be drunk Kim. She would turn around and bit him and
licked his face.
grabbed his penis.
See, look, she knows. She knows.
No, she
She knows that this man is a psychopath. This man is a psychopath. She's like, no, 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 no.
Yeah. Oh man, he rocked that guy. He might have killed that guy.
He rocked.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this.
He hit his head on everything.
Oh, he loaded up, man.
That did not warrant that, in my opinion.
Yeah, no.
That guy might
it's
be.
a little
That guy
bit
might
too
be
much.
dead.
It
He
was
might
a
be
little
dead.
too much.
He might be dead.
I don't know, but that was.
He is. Oh, look at this guy. He's gonna roll them all around. This guy's got a broken neck. He's gonna roll them all around. He's gonna roll them out the door. He might be rolling him out the door.
It's like an owl. His head's turned around 3 times.
Oh, man.
He's got a broken neck.
He might be rolling him out the door.
Oh, I want to know if that guy got in any trouble at all.
I wonder if there's a story behind that.
Yeah, I think a couple times me and Lauren used to go to Ybor, and we'd be in a club. She would always wait till we got back to the car to tell me that like a guy touched her ass or something. Because she was like, yeah, I know, I couldn't tell you there. You lose your shit.
See, I don't think they have any. This is just like a viral video that nobody knows what happened.
I think that guy, being as wasted as he was, I'm going and shoving him on the ground. I don't know if I'm cold cocking him like that. But I think that's warranted a little. Almost warranted. I don't know.
I don't think that. There's no way that knocking the guys out and possibly cracking his skull just because a drunk guy went up to you. Yeah, big fucking deal. That's what I say. Yeah. I mean, it was such a big deal to the woman. She's going, no, don't do anything.
I don't do it.
I don't know what that's going
He's infiltrating our podcast.
Yeah, we're trying to keep him out. No.
No. We don't want none of that. Get that bullshit out of here.
Stay away from all that.
Staying away. Oh,
I don't know what the Pulse of Society is.
I have no idea.
A lot of people. I mean, I just know that. Like I saw the assassination attempt, and I said, "No, I'm not dealing with this. No, I'm done with all this.
Nothing's gonna come of it.
Done with all this. Yeah, whatever.
Not about it.
Bunch of BS."
Man, did you know how good Allen Iverson was at football? Have you ever seen
football?
that? Yeah.
No.
I guess his mom really didn't want him to play football.
Not a big guy.
Because it was too violent. And then I saw all these highlights of Allen Iverson playing football. And the whole time I'm like, that's not him. I'm watching him on this football, and he's not small. I'm like, that's not Allen Iverson. That guy's way too big. And then I realized, well, Allen Iverson is 6 foot tall.
Yeah, it's true.
He just looks like a midget on the basketball court. He's actually not that. He's not a small dude at all. 6 foot tall is a pretty decent sized dude.
Yeah, it's true.
I think he was a quarterback, and he
Quarterback?
was
Really?
I think he was really good, but his mom didn't like all the physical, getting his head bashed in, so she made him play basketball.
He probably made a lot more. They make a lot more money in
A
basketball.
lot more money in basketball, for sure.
A lot less wear and tear on your body too. Getting
So-
your brain smashed in.
Yeah, I always say Kobe Bryant said Allen Iverson would have been the best basketball player ever if he was 6 inches taller.
Probably, because he'd throw up 50.
Yeah,
all
he
the
was
time.
He was good.
You gonna say something, babe?
I was reading about the Quran thing. It says that the Quran does mandate that women cover their heads with scarves and part of their modest dress. Some of them say even covering their, covering everything. So it is in the Quran that they just like.
See, they were smart.
still
They
just
wrote
keeping
that
women
shit
down,
in. They
yeah.
wrote that shit in the Bible. Their Bible. Good move.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're out of luck. We weren't specific enough.
Because
about
why is it just women? Why don't men have to be modest?
Because
Why
the
just
man
women?
is the head of the household, babe, and you are here to serve my needs.
I mean, do they not understand that? It's like, why would your God just want women to be modest and not men to? Why don't men have to be modest?
Because God knows He made men really horny.
Yeah.
It's just because it's about
Because it's about men.
about controlling women. It's about men wrote the Bible, so they're like, this is how we can
This is how we want it.
keep all the bitches down. Put it in pen and paper from Allah. Allah says, you hoes better cover up.
Man, I might have to move all my junk back in my yard. I'm pretty upset about it.
Why?
I guess you can't depend too much on a scrapper guy. He called yesterday and said he's got an emergency and he won't be able to pick it
they
up till
always say that.
Saturday. Saturday. That's like a week of my trash sitting in my front yard. Now I'm oh gosh, I gotta tow it all back in my yard. So it's not just sitting out in the front yard, all the washers and dryers.
I don't know if I'd tow it all back. It'd just be like, leaving it there just till Saturday.
Till
they pick it up.
Saturday, I'm not happy about it.
Mm-hmm. And it's questionable whether he'll show up on Saturday.
Ever,
Ever.
if he
That
ever
might
shows
be,
up.
That might be the first out that he.
It might be. I've known some scrappers before. They're not the most reliable people.
Generally not.
Gosh, I'm always wondering how little they're making. Is that like the least paying job in the world?
They're like the guy behind the drive-through that had they work when they need the money.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's
Get the 12-pack, call it a day.
that and being an Uber Eats driver. Gosh, the Uber Eats drivers seem like they're just barely scraping by.
Everybody that last week I drove my mom to a doctor's appointment, and there was one of those Panda Express out there, and we stopped there and got lunch.
How was that?
It was fine.
It's fine.
It's just fine.
That's. I have the same exact opinion. It's fine.
Sounds awesome.
It looks better than it is.
Yeah.
So, but everybody, we went inside to eat. I have never eaten inside of one of those places,
Yeah.
but we went inside, and it's like everybody that came in was an Uber driver, and they're all stacked up on one side because you can tell they're all just standing there on their phones.
Yeah.
I mean, not that everybody isn't on their phones, but you can just tell. And they come in and they show them their phone. And then they stand there and wait. I thought they had to wait till, I thought they'd click a button when their stuff's ready, but none of their stuff was ready. They're all just piling up, all these Uber drivers. But they're all walks of life.
Uber drivers.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They're just anybody. I'm just like, so this is what you do, huh? And they all complain. I get DoorDash now. Some people they'll come pick up flowers occasionally.
Yeah.
All walks of life, and they all complain
About
how much it sucks.
Yeah, they're taking an arrangement that's gonna cost them. I don't know. Some of them, they don't want to tell you how much they're getting.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I don't know, or they may not know. Mm-hmm. They don't know how much they're being paid, and I'm like, where do you got to take that? Mm-hmm. Oh, I got to go all the way down into South Tampa. What? I'm like, you're going to drive that arrangement. I say it. I'm like, you're going to drive this arrangement for $8.
Yeah, probably
maybe
$8,
$10,
I would think.
all the way to South. You're losing money, And they're like, yeah, and then you wait, and then sometimes they'll, want you to start, once you get in South Tampa, then they start wanting you to deliver all around in South Tampa. And I just want to come back, this way. And they just want you they start giving you stuff, to deliver all around in South Tampa till you just leave and go home. You just got to go home. And it's like, why would you deliver that all the way to South Tampa? Why would somebody order that from my shop from South Tampa. Why
Doesn't
would you
make any
order it from
sense.
a flower shop in Lutz? I don't even understand.
Maybe not a lot of floors have DoorDash.
What is the minimum wage in Florida right
ridiculous.
now? It's like $12,
Yeah, but
$14.
if you're a contractor like Uber, probably you're just a subcontractor.
So it
doesn't apply to you.
It doesn't apply to you. Oh my god! I was wondering because I'm like, these people can't be making minimum wage sometimes, especially when I order out in Webster. I'm like, guy delivering out in Webster, DoorDash, you can't be. I tipped him $5. He's got to drive 15 minutes to Taco Bell, then 15 minutes to my house. It's like a half hour of driving for $5. Like,
well, people can order like a bag of candy from Walmart and they'll deliver it, right?
yeah,
I don't get that at all.
I've done it before, I've ordered slushies before one time.
What's wrong with society?
There's so many, all these Ubers and Amazon drivers, which is a lot of the jobs are the most unneeded jobs ever. There's got to be no fulfillment in these jobs because they could all disappear tomorrow, and then you just have to go to the store. You'd have to drive to McDonald's, or you'd have to drive to Walmart to get your groceries, or Walmart to get the Chinese crap you're buying on Amazon. These jobs don't even matter, and these people doing the Amazon, like I said, running around. Just, you're making nothing, and you're in such a rush all day for something that doesn't really even matter, and you're not getting paid what you should.
These people, you see these people, and they don't look like they're having a good time.
No,
they don't look like they're enjoying it at all.
No, you get some there. There was a couple of trashy people, and I would see what cars they're driving. It's like I wouldn't want somebody delivering my food in a car like that. Some crappy, trashy person in their trashy car bringing you your food. No, thank you.
I mean, if you're getting something delivered, food, it's always, been the same kind of deal, delivery people. But these are people who, you might get a guy that's just like, doesn't want to work at all, and he's like going to try Uber Eats for a couple days, and there's no background. Seemed like it was a little better when you just had the regular pizza delivery guy.
When you're,
Man. This doesn't have anything to do with Uber or anything. It just reminded me of, the old show, how we do the yard sale at Elder Ford or whatever.
Yeah.
I will never forget, really taught me to pick and choose who you go smoke some weed with. Man, but there was a guy there, and he's, being all cool to me. He's like, "You're my favorite on the show, but you want to come, out to my car and smoke?" I was like, kind of busy, but yeah, let's run out there. And he gets in the front seat, and there's so much trash in his passenger seat that I have to get in the back seat, and I'm sitting next to this pile of trash and like old diapers and stuff, and I am just like, what did I fucking sign myself up for? And just like, what would the mentality be if somebody who goes to an event sees, somebody they really like on the radio and is like, I'll invite him back to my car full of trash.
Yeah.
Man,
I'd like to go smoke with him, but I can't take him.
Like, sometimes my car gets pretty dirty, but it's not trash. It's just like, blankets and stuff from my kids leaving in the car. And there'll be a person that needs a ride home from buddies. And I was like, I better not offer because, I don't want them to get in my car with it being all dirty. And there's, there's a couple water bottles and shit on my floorboard. This guy was like, I'm just inviting him to my fucking trash car to smell. I could not get out of there fucking fast enough, man. It was the grossest car I've ever been in.
Some people have no clue, I guess.
It just doesn't even register.
Doesn't register that. He didn't say like, sorry about the mess.
No, I don't even know if he noticed it.
Sorry about the used diapers.
Buddy. That was gross.
Says here, the parents of a 13-year-old boy who allegedly killed a Prada manager when he tossed a statuette off a building in Italy are facing manslaughter charges.
Oh, he hit somebody.
So this is so Trace threw the statue off the balcony, babe. Now me and you are in court.
Yeah.
This woman, Chiara Jaconis, was struck by a 4-point found onyx statuette when she and her boyfriend were wheeling their luggage down the Spanish quarters in Naples on September 15. She suffered severe brain injuries before she died in the hospital. Imagine you going
just walking down,
and right on the head, and you're dead. His parents strongly deny any wrongdoing, argue that the statuette wasn't their property. Well, what does that have to do with it? And the lawyers said they have no case to answer. The hearing will be held to determine whether parents should face trial. Here, they got footage of it, but you really can't see it.
I don't know if I want to see it.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. You can't really see it anyway. It's not worth it.
just probably see her fall down.
I see her in the distance fall down, and her boyfriend's like, "Oh, here's what they dropped on her."
I mean, I could see Trace doing that when he was little.
Yeah,
I mean,
something
we were a huge fan of throwing things off of high places back when I was in my, like 13, probably 15. I mean, do you remember the beach house, the 3-story beach house? All we would do all day is fill up bags of water and throw it off the edge to hear it. I'm surprised nobody ever complained about that. It was really loud when it fell off there. We'd do like 5 a day.
Honestly, I don't even know if I ever heard it. I don't even know. Didn't even know you were doing that.
Didn't you put it in a garbage bag? What's like a garbage
The
bag?
the bigger the bag, the better, And but except sometimes you fill up a bag, like a garbage bag. The first one we filled up pretty full, and then realize you can't lift a fucking garbage bag full of water because it weighs 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Should the parents get charged in something like that? For the little hoodlum kid.
I mean, 13. I don't know.
I don't think
man.
they will.
Sometimes you just got hoodlum kids. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I don't think they will. You can't unless you knew that they were watching them and said, "Do it."
Yeah, so they'll probably get off.
13. You do a lot of stupid things. That's when you start as a boy doing real stupid things. It's like 13.
Yep.
13 to 15.
This is a weird deal here. Russell Brand, he was he's a comedian, he's an actor, and then I think he's got some sexual allegations that he's facing.
Yeah.
And then he immediately switched to being a super Christian.
Yeah.
And I used to follow him, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they said if you want to, your only chance is going Christian, and he went, all right, that's what I'm doing then.
So what is he doing here in this clip on Piers Morgan? I've watched it, and I don't really understand what he's doing.
Can I go back to asking a question about your Bible?
Yes, if you want to.
Thank you. Was that the one you took into court?
You're the very one.
Okay.
Took into
what
court.
was your thinking of taking it into court, and what you were seeing?
Showing people that I believe in God and I'm a wonderful person and not a rapist.
Not a rapist.
Yeah.
Looking at some passages. What were the relevant passages for you?
All right. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. That didn't hurt, did it?
A little bit. It was this.
He's mad
from
at him
Isaiah.
right now because he's trying to call me out on my Bible thing, but I'm not going to act mad. I'm just going to act like a Christian.
He's going to do this.
You're right. Bear did say, be chilled. Sometimes I lose the chill, man. It's pretty. It's this. They don't like that, do they, in the old gallery? But remember, you just said it's a hired spot. This is from Isaiah.
So he's just being a dick, right?
Yeah.
He's just being a dick.
I think he's just being a dick because
Intentionally.
Piers is trying to call him out on what was the whole reason for taking your Bible into court?
It's because you're full of shit.
And Russell Brand is pissed off that he's trying to call him out on it, so he's gonna just make it very uncomfortable.
Just waste time.
Excuse me. Man, I'm not going to mark it before.
He's like, I'm just going to ruin your show now.
This reminds me of a book report I did in front of a class when the first year I went to college. I did not pass the class.
Oh, no. That's the deal. Here we go.
Does he just do that the whole time?
We got another 40 seconds. I don't know. I didn't make it this far in the video the first time.
Yeah, he's just trying to make it uncomfortable for him.
Killer JP says a trace pop.
It says here.
Is he going to say something?
Look at Piers Morgan.
And as you know, as a host, this is your worst
Dead air.
Your worst nightmare. 2 minutes of dead air.
So they're each trying
The
to
the verse that I was looking at.
Huh?
Outdick each other.
Yeah. He's like, well, I'm just going to let Russell Brand sit there and look like an idiot.
Yeah. Yep.
And Russell Brand's saying, I'm just going to let Piers Morgan sit here in dead air and look like an idiot.
It's incredible TV.
Yeah.
That day was not this. I can't actually find the verse that I had that day. But this is good enough. This is from Isaiah 12.
Can I go back?
This is good enough.
That's exactly how my book report went.
I'd like to know what he read, too, though.
Bullshit.
There was some stupid thing that he
Bullshit.
just decided to go ahead and I'll just read this, and it was...
I'll just read this one.
That's exactly what he did.
And he always does wear those shirts that are so, like, low cut.
Oh, what are you doing with the pop chart? Am I getting a pop? I got some laughy faces and a pop.
Are you going to do the same thing Trace did?
Put another line.
He's going to put another line instead of
another
on the
line. Another line. No. There you go. I'm giving Donna a retro pop for dipshit. I was listening back to the show. All right. Pop earlier today that I should have said, but sometimes you don't. Yeah, that one we forgot about. Remember? Okay, I'm not taking it. I'm just kidding.
What was Trace's for?
I don't remember.
That was me
You don't
trying.
remember?
I just said that was me. This is me giving my book report in college. It really was. I tried to freestyle it up there. I was basically like, "Here's the book I read," and they're like, "Well, tell us something about it." I was like, "Oh God,
It's the worst feeling ever.
I didn't really read it. I thought that was good enough.
Did you? Thought that was good enough?
Yeah, that was one of the most. That was when I really gave up on college. I was like, that sucked so bad. I never want to be in that situation again. I don't know if I went back.
I believe I took a bad grade when I was in 10th or 11th grade. I took an F or something.
Because you wouldn't do your book
Because I
report.
didn't want to get up in front of the class. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't get up in front of class and talk about some book. I hated it.
Yeah, I did. I hated it too. Something I had to get over.
Yeah.
Then you realize once you get over it, you're like, "Isn't ain't no big fucking deal at all."
It's so easy
It's
now.
not a
Like
big
I,
deal at all.
I could come up in front of. Like I mean, that was till I got into radio. I mean, that was my biggest fucking fear in the world. And then it just went. It was like something I had to get over, and I had to get over it fucking quick. And I did, and it was just it took me, it started out with going out in the streets and interviewing people.
That's the hardest part.
Which is, it's hard to do.
It's hard to get over that you think you're like embarrasses.
Yeah, and I'd forget about it. And, first few, I definitely, would drink a couple beers first, always. It always seemed to work out funny. And then we'd go to it, but, and then getting with Lauren and like trying to go, going to Ybor for fun, but then seeing somebody like, I got to go interview them and running up to him. And then she's just like so embarrassed, And I'm like, oh, I do remember that when I first started.
Lauren gets embarrassed easy.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, I mean, yeah, at stuff like that.
She don't like you doing things like that.
No, messing with people in public.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I was walking the other day at Adventure Island when we went, and I mean, this was the most ridiculous thing. Like, it's about closing time, so everybody's leaving at the same time. And
Yeah.
I'm walking. There's a guy in front of me, and he just stops. And I kind of stop. I'm like, what's he doing? And, I'm standing behind him waiting for him to move. And he turns kind of like this. He's on his phone. Just in the middle of the walkway, he just stops there. And I'm like, look at this dude. She's grabbing me. I was just saying, like, what's with this dude? Look at this dude stopping in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah.
Just fucking text him, Lawrence, like, just come on.
She don't want no trouble.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Just coming back
You
from
just need to know. I wasn't trying to get in an altercation. I was just like, you need to know not to just stop
just
right in the middle of the walkway and get on your phone and start texting. Or
So you get shot.
no, they got metal detectors at Adventure Island. I'm good. I'm safe.
this guy on the way home from taking Bella to school. He just stopped like that. Like I said, they do. They don't even. It's like there was a whole grass field that he could have just pull off the road. That's not a thing anymore for people to pull off the road. He just stopped. Just as you were driving, you just stop. You don't even try to pull over a little bit. Nothing. Just stop your car, and he's out getting in his trunk. And it's right when you turn onto the road.
Yeah.
Like you turn from another road onto that
you
road,
can't
and he's
go.
right there. So there's cars coming up to a stop sign. It's hard to go around him. He just stopped, just getting something, messing around in his trunk.
It's a lot of Uber Eats people.
Yeah.
I see them backing up in people's driving around lost in the neighborhoods. I think you'd think with the GPS, but it's probably like everything else. The orders they get are all wrong addresses and one letter off and you're effed.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that aren't good at using GPSs either.
I can use GPS. How's that possible?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just use the Google Maps. It tells me where to go.
Yeah. It's pretty easy.
See, I look it up. See where I'm going, and then I put it as a double, safety feature. I put it in Google Maps in case, I get lost or something happens. All right, we're done for the day. We will see you tomorrow night for The Hang, Thursday for more ClusterF, and then your head Friday. Bar show Friday night.
Whoop, whoop. Did you ask Brandon yet?
Nope, I'll ask him today.
You better get on it.
All right, we'll see you guys Wednesday night. Have a great
See
one.
ya.